want?
We have Bajas.
Yeah.
You want American cheese on that?
Oh, and we're live.
Barbecue, mustard, buffalo, teriyaki.
Oh, teriyaki.
Toppings: onions, mushrooms, peppers, bacon, lettuce, tomato, mayo.
Yes.
All of it.
That's my guy. 0 viewers. There must be something wrong with the feed.
That.
Oh, Andrew Kenner. Kenner, you want to go to Pepe's and pick up some pizza for us?
Who's watching us?
Fucking, they don't deliver anymore. We'll pay.
Can you read this?
Yeah. I'm gonna hold the credit card to the screen. Being flat, big shout. Morning.
Go up.
Happy pre-Thanksgiving from Ricky V. Reviewed up. Good to see you. Base VR in the house. What's happening?
Click that.
It's a flour tortilla with choice of meat, then warmed in the oven with red or verde salsa.
You want to speak into the mic, Josh, or people can't hear you? We're ordering food from Baja because we can't get Pepe's delivered here.
Wait, chimichanga fried?
Yeah, fried chimichanga. That's the only way to chimichanga.
Fried chimichanga. What kind of meats?
We're doing. They call it
If anybody's in the Rhode Island area and wants to go to Frank Pepe's and drop off 2 large cheeses, we will pay you handsomely. Kinder's staying in, baby.
Monterey nacho.
Oh, medium performance in the house.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Yeah,
You'll be glad to know Pete from
Monterey or
Ransom's here,
nacho.
talking me into terrible online auction Japan deals.
Verde,
Roll the dice on shipping from
black beans.
Got to roll that dice. It's the only way to ship.
Rice, no rice.
Also, if anyone in the chat room has 13-inch
And then
tiny
no
tires that are
mayonnaise,
sticky,
sides, or anything like that.
please get at me.
Call it a day.
Grape whistle.
That'll be interesting.
What's
All
up?
set, Chris.
I'll do a burrito.
Build your own burrito. Big seat with the build your own.
Oh, burrito. Okay. Meat.
Chicken.
Chicken.
Oh, buddy, you want to drive the van? You can
regular
go get it if
chicken
you
or
want to drive the
regular?
van, but you're gonna want to drive
It's a regular.
the new.
Rice and beans. Black beans, pinto beans, no beans, rice, no rice.
Black beans, white rice.
Base VR will get it if you can drive the van. It doesn't have plates on it, but that's fine.
Monterey Jack cheese or nacho cheese?
I'll do Monterey.
Fiberglass
Toppings: lettuce, grilled veggies,
over
onions,
fenders or
peppers,
OEM GTR rear quarters
cilantro,
on the
sour
R33.
cream, onions,
OEM
guacamole,
GTR.
tomatoes, pico, jalapenos, corn salsa, banana peppers, pickles, olives.
The fiberglass is gonna suck, buddy. You're gonna lean on it one day, blow the whole thing off. It's gonna be like owning a vet.
And lettuce. Okay. Any salsa like
Just rivet that shit on there.
Hey, rivet
mild,
it up,
medium,
buddy.
Hot, suicide.
Go to Action Auto Part, give them your paint code, just paint it, rivet it. Maybe even
Fries,
blend
you
it.
want Fries.
Nah, I'm good.
You're an hour away. How are you gonna get us pizza, man? We're gonna be here for a couple hours. We'll be good. What can't you add? They canceled his burrito.
Gina said no.
Oh, Gina cut
She
you
knows I'm
out.
here.
Actually, we're broadcasting from Texas today, which is nice. OEM quarters are loot, man. Orange, black hoodie beanie thing with Corey and Chuck. Oh, yeah. We planned that. Right up, man. It's almost Halloween.
What's up?
Everyone, we've been pointed out by Being Flat that you get an orange hoodie and a black hat, and I get a black hoodie and an orange hat.
Is my hat? I thought my hat was green. Is it black?
It's blue.
Blue?
Jesus.
It's
Blue.
definitely blue.
Blue, yeah.
Nah, that's black.
It's gray.
Yeah. Could be.
I'll tell you what it's not.
I'm
We can-
aware regardless. It
we
doesn't matter
can,
what
we
color
can
it is.
all agree that it's not green.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's a good hat.
I
It's a
saw
good
it in
hat.
the bin.
Corey, let me get some eyes on this. Why can't I add this?
Maybe they're not doing burritos tonight. They're only doing chicken and steak bombs.
Everything that is required is.
If you're watching on YouTube and this is the first one you've seen, I'm sorry. But we're ordering food.
Is there like a? Oh wait. Oh,
Gina's mad
Why do I
because the
have to
house
choose
fell on her sister.
extra
What?
chicken?
we
Oh,
can choose no extra.
that's not
meat,
good.
too.
Oh, okay. There we go. That's why.
You gonna bring malasadas? Oh my God! Now you're speaking my language. I kadish, twice pipe side by ish. Handshake a shift. Oh, I've had malasadas in so long. I gotta go to the Riv get some malasadas.
Josh, you could probably bring some in.
Yeah, dude, you could bring some malasadas. You pass all the spots. You could bring some meat pies from that spot in the north end.
Right from the homeland.
deep in the homeland. Sam's Meat Pies, the greatest Portuguese food ever by a bunch of Syrian people, and it's not Portuguese at all. I love those goddamn meat pies. Oh, in case you're wondering why we're spending so much time getting dinner, it's because young Ben's not here because we're afraid of the Rona. And we realized way too late that not having him here means we have to fend for ourselves food-wise. So that was
I thought about it at like 1:30 when I got here.
Ben must be in the chat room. Dedicated.
I don't think Ben's ever actually listened to a
Ben's
podcast.
never listened to the podcast. Tony Smith, how you doing? Yeah, Ben's never listened to the podcast. In fact, we could have just said that he's here, and we will from now on, and just pretend he's in that chair.
The amount of response is the same. Yeah.
The energy's real.
So accurate. What is your zip, please, sir?
01095.
Ooh, 413. Blaze it.
Excuse me?
The 413, man. Used to love it out there. Whoa.
Jeez, 15%. I'm in.
All right, so pick up for today, 8:30 p.m. All of our stuff.
Even when Ben is in the room, he doesn't listen. Yes, that's correct. Never finishing projects. Good to have you. Young Ben.
Josh, that was a mountain to
what's
climb.
up?
My goodness.
You get through it?
I think so. I think we're good.
Hardest task of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the email confirmation.
For tomorrow?
You gonna watch while you're on too?
Oh, man. It's crazy how long the delay is, actually.
Yeah. It's good. It's almost like a built-in FU button.
Except we can't bleep anything. How's everybody feeling? Everybody excited about the government shutting down Thanksgiving tomorrow? Let's go for it.
Yeah, it's quite long.
What are you doing? No, we don't. We don't have any good buttons. I have all my buttons that just fail every time I try to use them.
They work eventually.
Yeah. Well, one of you guys should take a pair of headphones.
Oh, yeah.
You got the old man ears.
Whoever wants to.
All you.
You're gonna get to hear the sound effects. Then you boys have to share a mic because we haven't figured out how to make a real mic yet.
Well, the board that we want hasn't been released.
Is it the same board but with more?
No. Well,
You got a new board on your mind?
Different brand manufacturer, because this one hasn't made what we need yet. There we go. Hit that again, or hit A button again.
Live with the Boys of Summer.
Boys of Summer.
Revival Motoring.
We're here.
Those things aren't even marked. You got to remember.
You're looking at it, man. That's why I always hit the right one. I know. You think it would be the first thing they put in it, but it's actually like, it's an app for making music. That's why it has like... So I just added my own shit to it. That's why if you tune into my live streams, you'll notice I use this all the fucking time, just to put Young Ben noises in stuff.
Bless Jesus.
But
Yep.
got some of those over there. What else we got going on? Well, we've ordered dinner, so we're ready to party.
I think we're good. Yeah. I'm
just
gonna
feel the aliveness in this room right now.
make sure my notes are all sorted. Are you good for a read?
Oh, yeah, I'll do the same one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm always good for a read, buddy.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. I'll hit that button.
Oh, now we're recording. Now it's serious.
That button's moving because we can be seen on the internets. Let me
Hello,
pull up
internets.
My last panel here. Multiples.
Yeah, Young Ben picked up a couple more jobs at the farm, so he won't be here.
God knows what he's doing right now. Who knows? Young Ben
We should call him.
out there listening.
Do the live. The old Young Ben call.
Live call never goes well.
Not with him.
He picks up. He's like, hello.
Josh, I'm at work. All right. Bring that there. Close this. One more. Got that. Okay, got all my windows open.
We're gonna see how much better it works with young Ben. You don't have to like, Ben, what are you doing over there?
Oh my god, like pulling
Ah.
fucking teeth.
Yeah.
Not doing anything usually.
Exactly. Ready?
No. Yeah, go ahead. I don't care.
Hello.
Looks like Pete here's not used to the volume of us cranking in 2020.
2020, just gonna blown out eardrums.
Blowing the eardrums.
Welcome everybody. I'm Josh Garcia, and this is the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I'm joined by Chuck, who
It's your boy, Son of Corn Pop.
fresh out of Compton, Corey.si.
Hello, hello.
What's up?
Back from the dead.
Back from the dead, buddy.
He's here.
Back from the gulag.
Back from the log.
You rested up?
Oh man, I feel wonderful.
Nice little vacation.
Yeah. The mandatory sentence.
Not like a mandatory vacation.
Yeah. It was like a suspension from school.
Yeah, what a country.
On this week's episode, we are joined by our friends from Ransom Garage, Mr. Pete
Evening.
and Chris.
Hello, hello.
Big seat, talking about big seats and big purchases. In this week's episode, we are going to cover what we normally do and then present us and you out there listening with a hypothetical, if you will.
Ooh.
We each have $100,000, and what are we going to fill our garages with? The daily will already be sorted, so these will just be fun cars. So, is one person going to end up with one car? Or are we all going to end up with multiple cars?
Or a car and a payment.
A big credit card bill at the end.
Hey, well, I'd like to put half down.
100. All right, I'm going to put all of that down and see where we end up. So if you're interested in that, keep listening.
If not, hey, keep listening anyways.
Yeah. But before we get rolling, this episode is brought to you by...
Josh, are your balls not John Blaze enough? Tired of having the same old jacked up dick fro as the other hot boys? Does your junk not get as noticed as it used to? It's probably time to give that baby a refinish, and I've got just the guy for you. Manscaped. At Manscaped, ball refinishing. He's not a simple trimmer, waxer, first-time ball cleaner-upper. Nope. They are ball enthusiasts. A lot of the quick fix boys are basically just combing out your sack. Just like the club, when the lights comes on, oh, sweet Jesus, no. Manscaped is a full-service ball trimming and refinishing shop. We're talking full-blown trim gear, balm, deodorant, and tumbling equipment. Here's a testimonial from one of our happy customers. Hi, I'm Chuck Hu, and my balls were trimmed by famous blind recording artist Stevie Wonder. He tried, but these babies weren't my Sharia more. Manscaped went through those babies and not only unfucked my nuts, but made me realize what a turd the rest of my body truly is. Thanks, Manscaped. That's right, kids. Get your balls glammed up so you can realize what a turd the rest of your life actually is. Reach out to Manscaped now. Sorry, Junior. Manscaped only works on men, so start shaving up. No Manscaped yet. Also, currently booked until September. Get on the schedule. I think that's from the old read. But hop on manscaped.com. Use security code Revival. Discount code Revival.
REVIVAL at checkout for 20% off and free shipping.
Oh, damn. That's a true value.
Look, it's not 25% off,
But it's 20.
but it's 20.
It's honest work.
I'm not only an ad reader, I'm also a customer.
This is true. Matter of fact, I forgot to bring them. But we have some new gifts from Manscaped. They sent us some weed whackers.
Weed whackers?
Yep, I was going to trim my nose hairs live on television. I'll bring them next time.
Yeah,
Wow.
please do.
It seems
Yeah.
like a missed opportunity.
I know. Well, we have them still. They're not going to take them back.
Not yet. Not yet, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't read them
Yeah.
live
yeah.
on TV.
So visit manscaped.com. Use code Revival. 20% off, free shipping.
Oh, wow.
Help you boys out.
Yeah, your boys need it.
This episode
Dino here.
is also brought to you by us, Revival Motoring. Visit revivalmotoring.com. We are down to at least 4 or 5, I think, copies of issue number 6 remaining. So we have sticker packs, air fresheners for sale. Visit our YouTube channel where you can like, comment, and subscribe. Leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. Between our podcast, videos, and print magazines, We produce content on a weekly basis. We're able to do that because of your support. So visit the webpage and support the fight for freedom in Bald Eagles and releasing Corey from the gulag.
I'm out of the gulag.
Out of the log.
Free Corey. We had shirts made up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the free Carl shirts from Workaholics.
I was thinking more like the, free buddy.
Oh, yeah. That's much more relative to my relatives and also where I come from.
Uncle Buddy.
Yeah.
Free Joe Exotic.
Free Joe Exotic.
Free
Joe
Joe
Exotic.
Exotic.
Shouts to Uncle Joe.
Big shout.
If you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
Callbacks.
Callbacks.
I got something for everyone.
Let's do it.
People be out there stealing shit.
Oh my God,
Oh my
it's crazy
God.
The
recently.
world is a terrible place right now. We all know that. But people are stealing shit. So I'll get into the main reason I wanted to bring this up. But before I get to that, 2 years ago, I visited UMass Amherst car show with Chuck and the whole crew and everyone out there. And there was a 66 Nova that was beyond, you know what I'm talking about, Pete.
I
do you?
know the exact one.
Yep.
We were
It was
fascinated
stolen.
by that car. That's the car that was stolen.
That's right down the street from us.
Yeah.
Who? Get right on that mic too, Pete.
Yeah, that car was stolen.
You can
from
pull it right over to you.
About 5-10 miles from our house. Really, really close to us. Shame.
I literally shook because like there is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours into that car and it's just gone.
Yep.
And like the odds of ever seeing it again is super low. You
Hard
might
out.
see you might see the body somewhere, but I doubt you see any of the parts that came
That
from it.
sucks.
And that sucks.
That dude was deep into that car, and you could tell
I was fascinated
how
by
much
that
he
car.
loved that car. Shit, I wanted to talk to that guy too.
Yeah. Well, I think if now we should more than ever. But
Yeah,
You gotta lock your shit up. Gun
it
up.
was, gun up. Yeah. I
Gun
guess. On another note, our good friend Tubby, who we've had in a few times,
Mm-hmm.
his garage space was broken into as well, and there was a motorcycle stolen that we all kind of posted about on Instagram. We wanted to see if we can get it back. I think he's kind of come to the conclusion that the odds of getting it back are super low at this point, but he's still trying. However, he is in the market to purchase a new bike to replace that one. A YZ
125.
125, yeah. Or another 125 two-stroke.
That's a killer bike.
So if anyone out there knows of someone selling one, if you're selling one yourself, hit him up at TubbyTubTub on Instagram. I mean, he's been on here. Everyone kind of knows Tubby. Tubby's one of those people. Everyone knows Tubby.
One of them people.
But it sucks because, I mean, Tubby's someone who works hard for everything he does. He's incredibly talented and never does anyone an ounce of wrong. And it just sucks to see someone's shit broken into and stolen.
yeah.
The only thing he wants to recover out of this whole thing is that dirt bike, and that's for his own reasons there. But that's what he's aiming to do. So if anyone out there has something, either you hit me up if you don't want to hit him up directly.
What,
and then we can work on that.
Can you say what area that was taken from?
Fuck, I don't know.
Uxbridge, Mass.
Oh,
I think
thank
his
you.
garage is
Yeah.
Uxbridge. Yeah.
Yeah. So out of Uxbridge, but I mean, it's on his Instagram page. We shared it on our stories. But it sucks. I mean,
Yeah.
these bikes disappear. All the plastics will be stripped off of them, changed, and you'll never know the difference. But he's just looking to replace it or
Yep.
get it back.
Yeah, stuff's going a little crazy, man. People are stealing shit all over the place. You gotta lock up your shit.
Yeah,
That's what
it seems
people
as if you lock it up, you still kind of.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if it's not at your house, I mean, you can't really keep an eye on it. People are just, I don't know, people going nuts out there. So I don't know. Be careful.
But
Gun up.
people be stealing shit.
Yeah.
It sucks. So, if you can help, please.
Yeah, I can't even put a positive spin on that. It
No,
just-
dude.
it
Nah,
just
there's no
sucks.
positivity
Yeah.
that comes
Yeah,
Just-
the best I can do here is just kind of find someone selling something or help try and find someone selling something that it would be useful to him.
Yeah.
But I mean, that Nova today, that was like, what the fuck?
I saw that. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It
Absolutely
didn't even
ridiculous.
dawn on me.
That's the car. And I went back. I have tons of pictures of this car that I took at that show.
And
Because
we
I
like-
just was
we like
beyond blown away by it.
because there were so many all right, it's an older car, but there were so many newer modifications to it, newer approach to it. It had HREs on it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there were a handful of things that were attractive for us to that car. That just sucks. Genuinely sucks.
Yeah, that's a car that is just got. It's so much more than hours and time, and there's so much emotion put into that car
Right.
to
Right.
build it. So
The police have put a call out for anybody in the neighborhood to share any surveillance cameras
Yeah.
they might have from the neighborhood.
like doorbell
Yeah.
cameras, or anything like
yeah,
that.
But even then, at night it's hard to
Unfor-
see much.
Yeah, it only goes so far,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Move that thing right to the front.
Sorry.
There you go. It's okay. You can move this whole.
Josh will keep
His
telling
whole
you.
arm swings. Yeah.
There you go. Just so you
Swing it all over the place.
and you can swing it to Chris as needed. Yeah. I don't have any callbacks. I have a deep thought for when
We get there.
can
Good, because I
plug,
don't have one.
Plug that in there.
I got callbacks, though.
What do you
should
got?
have callbacks, too. This weekend we had a toy drive.
Oh,
Drive-in
geez,
toy
I
drive with
complete-
Katie Designs, Ocean State Dubs, Blake, Tom, Kyle. It was the boys, old Ryan.
Yep.
What a good event we were able to have. It wasn't our usual bullshit and hang around, but we still put up for the kids.
Yep.
Strong showing.
Strong
It was
showing out
awesome.
here.
I was unable to attend.
We should try to get an update from Kyle or Blake or Tom of how successful that was.
I
But
believe it was very successful.
I believe it was a very good. I don't even want to say turnout, but just a very good effort by everyone because they succeeded with the monetary donations via PayPal and whatnot, and then there was a small handful of us here for most of the day.
Yep.
And it was cool because Kyle set up a bit of a horseshoe, bit of a rotary, if you will, of vehicles with a tree in the middle, and people could drop stuff off, and people just coming in and out, hang for a few minutes, say hi, and then take off and be on their way. It was
Yeah.
very, very good. Very well done.
Thanks to everybody that came out, everybody that donated and helped us out that from far away didn't feel like coming out because it's crazy out in the world right now. It was a lot of fun for us here. We got a lot of toys. Kids are going to be happy. We really appreciate it because obviously this Christmas is needed more than ever. So
Yep. It was great effort by everybody.
during that event, I met a man with a Jeep Wrangler.
A man with a horse.
A man with a horse.
Yeah.
Does Jeep Wrangler have air?
This Jeep Wrangler had air ride.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Had 37s on it. More importantly, it had air in all the places it counts because it had a 68 trim precision turbo on
That's
it.
what I was going to ask.
And I was thinking, I was just talking to him about it because I find interest in all things that aren't Subaru. And I was just like, my family's had Jeep Wranglers forever. My old man always has a Wrangler, And the one thing that the Wrangler is always consistent with, it always has a consistently bullshit engine. Crap since day one. So this has a turbo. I'm like, well, that's really cool. And this man insisted on me driving this Wrangler. Insisted.
Okay.
I
all
get to
right.
the point where I was
There's
like,
no reason you can't take him up on that.
I was like, listen, I'm not gonna drive a Wrangler. That's fine. He's like, no, you have to drive it. Okay. So this Wrangler was customized to the point of just, I mean, we know Wrangler guys get down. They customize the shit out of everything. But this thing, like, the dashboard was an LCD screen. I know what the dash is supposed to look like on that.
Yeah.
And it looked like a Jeep dash. And then you put in the snow mode, it had like a goddamn Sasquatch on it in the snow background. It was crazy.
The last time I saw this thing was a year and a half ago, and it was crazy at that point.
Yes. Oh, it's
I can't even imagine
It's
now.
crazier. So all I can say is I drove it, and every Jeep Wrangler needs a turbocharger.
It won't get up.
Oh, yeah, I'd say so. It was running 9 PSI. It's Prodigy is the company that makes it. I guess the guy from Mob Deep went, and he started a turbo company for
Good
Jeep
for him.
Wranglers.
Wait, it's not Smack My Bitch Up?
No, that's the
Oh.
other. That they
The
broke
other
up, and
Prodigy.
Smack My Bitch Up is the other one.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't even say a driving review. I mean, when you turned it off, it lowered to the point where you could step in, like a little lower than a normal Jeep.
Yeah.
You turned it on. He put it on like max height. It was up to my shoulder, the fender. And he just beats on this thing. This is what he drives every day. He's got some crazy other stuff too. But like, it was actually fast in a Jeep Wrangler.
Did it have a
Interesting.
Jeep dick?
Yeah, of course that had a Jeep dick. It's more of a chode. It was kind of a short, wide guy. But I guess it gets the job done.
Needs a manscape?
Yeah, it needs a bit of manscape. It had a winch on it.
Perceived
I
length.
know what that
Yeah,
does.
You got to get that perceived
You need that perceived length.
Yeah.
But holy shit, you put it. I mean, it sounded awesome. It was hilarious. Everybody saw like riding bikes on the side of the road, gave them a taste.
Yeah.
So
How impressed were they?
Give me old
Oh,
flip.
not even.
Yeah.
Not even. Nobody noticed. So, yes, every Jeep Wrangler needs a turbo. This wasn't the current gen. It was a gen before. I don't know what the hell they are. I don't care. Every Jeep needs
It's
a
an
turbo.
XJ. That's gonna. No, I know it's not an XJ.
No. Yeah. Nope.
XJs are super old, like Cherokee things.
Oh, yeah. Those
Yeah.
are shit boxes. Yeah. No. I mean, put a turbo on that, too. I don't care. It's probably the same motor.
So instead of turbocharging it, Jeep just has elected to put a V8 in them instead.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, like, I think right out front, I think modifying Jeeps is lame until you get to the point of this guy, and
Yeah.
then you're like, oh, okay.
There's a line you got to cross.
But There's a very long lame section. There's like, okay,
Yeah.
put some rock sliders, and I'm going to drive it off-road and stuff. So there's off-road stuff, and then there's a ton of lame modifications. But when you get all the way down there...
Those are the lights. Those
Yeah.
are the Salt Life stickers.
Yeah, they
those
were
are the-
all there.
Yeah.
And when
You
get,
got to run the 5K before you get to the actual...
when you get all the way down there, it's like, oh, a turbo now? You're back.
It's like stage 6 and above.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Ignore
like...
stage 5 and below.
It's
Right,
like that
right.
Louis C.K. joke where you eat through the weight gain,
Yeah.
where you finally, like, the pants just go below the belly.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
oh, these fit
They
again.
fit again. Yeah. Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. So, like, I'm sure at one point it was just a little, like, it had to be a couple brass knuckle hanger bars,
Yeah.
and then it got into a ton of
Some
lights.
LED lights.
I was
Yeah.
going to say the lights, right? The lights.
Deep in the lame zone. Then it went air ride. It's like, oh, God, this guy's going off the edge.
Yeah.
And then turbo, and you're back.
So the
You're
air
now a
ride,
fully custom vehicle.
I liked a lot because when I saw the car, it was parked at actually Kyle's booth,
Yep.
and the
Dust
thing
off?
was all like, it reminded me of the way like lowriders park, like all cockeyed and uneven and all everything like that, and it was parked like that. I was like, oh, this thing's fucking cool. Look at this. This
Yeah.
guy.
It's parked on like an RTI ramp.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this guy's really doing him.
Yeah, no, he's done him.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing else you could possibly do.
Yeah.
He sets us on low boost with 9 PSI. So, I mean, I don't care. Sure.
I have a feeling you have a hard time taking a vehicle that far and ever stopping.
Yeah, that's never going to
There's
stop.
got to be no end to it.
But it's so he made it through the whole lame section, got to awesome. That Jeep is awesome.
Yeah, that's a cool thing.
So
If your Jeep is currently lame, just spend more money and you'll get there.
How much more are we thinking? We're thinking the cost of the vehicle plus the cost of the vehicle.
Probably more than it depends on which Jeep you start with, you know? I mean, I think you could probably, I think once you're about 40,000 in, the Jeep gets cool again. So if you're getting close, pop on through.
So for a good,
He
for a
said-
cool 80, you're into
It
it.
looked wicked easy to install, and he says, yeah, they say book time's 18 hours. I was like, okay.
18 hours, my word.
Yeah, rebuild the whole Jeep.
Oh,
God. So what you're saying is it's full bolt on.
Oh, yeah, it's full bolt on, buddy.
yeah.
I think engine was, there's all sorts of stuff done to it. It was crazy.
It's
Big
interesting.
show.
Yeah. I'd like to. I didn't realize.
Incredible guy.
Yeah.
Incredible. I'm not going to say his name because I didn't mention if I would or not.
Yeah.
So, but incredible guy. Really appreciate driving it. Like anybody that lets you drive anything that customized is a crazy person. So
Yeah, I
thank
wouldn't
you.
let anyone drive anything that's not customizable.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Period. Especially a guy you just met in a parking lot. He has no idea I'm in a podcast or anything.
Yeah.
Just Kyle vouched for me.
Yeah.
Just shout to Kyle,
He has
obviously.
no
Shout
idea
to Spin.
what you can do on a racetrack.
No, dude.
You could have went all four off.
The thing about a Jeep is you don't want to spool the turbo. You just want to make the noise and then you're fine.
Yeah.
Right. You don't want. Yeah. You don't want to hit.
I
full
had
boost.
no want to drive this thing.
What did it have? Like the duck call? Did it have a hiss? What did it do? A little sneeze? What did it do?
It was a boost surge.
Oh, okay.
It was the
Okay.
so that might need a new turbo.
Yeah.
No, it was it was a very surgy sounding. It was awesome. Maybe it had a bob. I just
Yeah.
didn't hit it. It was an automatic, so obviously it was shifting for me.
Yeah.
You didn't put it in manual mode? Can you do that in those things?
I have no idea.
Oh.
It's Mopar, so like an SRT4 Neon.
Mopar, no car. No,
Yeah,
it's still
just-
Anus,
just
isn't
that-
it?
Same thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
Just has that surge.
Yep.
That's a long way to take a Jeep.
As I said, you have to take it that way
Yeah.
if you get there.
I mean, I'm intrigued by the whole LED display because we have a friend
I mean, I'm sure we can get him down here. Dude is incredible.
because we know somebody who switched to the new LED display that the US didn't get in a Mark 7, and that's
Very cool.
quite intrusive. I mean,
Yeah, that's.
I don't know if there's maybe.
I
a
think that's
kit
some light
for-
stuff. I mean,
for-
he had a team of programmers working on this thing.
right. So that's same for the.
I
Mark
mean, you think I'm joking about the Sasquatch when you hit the
Oh,
snow
no,
thing?
no,
There
that-
was an animated Sasquatch.
That's it's basically like everything
played-
now.
Played Sandstorm when you put it in sand mode.
Yeah.
Well, what's interesting is that like that's the same thing that plays in the TRX. Like when you switch it into
Yeah.
the modes, like it's a full theme that plays
Yeah.
over the whole thing.
Yeah, but maybe it was a more modern thing. It
Yeah.
fit way too good to be like something that I could hack together.
Yeah. Or what if you can just like the computer programming, like, oh, take it from this screen, put it in this one that fits here. It's
I
cool.
think that's how computer
Sounds
programming
super cool.
works. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
That's about as much as I know about it.
Same.
There we go. MS DOS.
Yeah, had the DOS. It was in the CMD menu there. Let me pop in there for a second. Gets this telnet
Format
started.
C:\\.
Yeah, see what the protocol's all about. Yeah.
Trying to enter my website real quick.
Hacker man.
Anyways, that was a blast. Never thought I'd have a positive thing to say about a Jeep besides a stock one, but this thing was hilarious.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
And he says his winter setup's even better. I don't even know how that's possible.
Did you ask him what it is? Is it
He had,
another Jeep?
he had BC forged wheels on it with 37s. I think it was some beefier wheels with beefier tires somehow.
Okay.
Wow.
Wait, so he drives that thing in the winter?
He drives that thing all the time, beats the shit out of it.
Wow. I
Yep.
thought it was like
Daily.
the
As
showpiece.
a man does. Oh, no.
Wow.
No.
Okay.
No.
It also had 160,000 miles on it.
Yeah, well, he's got his own display, so it's whatever mileage you want.
It resets every day.
Exactly, every time you drive.
Yeah. Just use that, CS sheet.
So that was great.
You had mentioned Subaru, right, Chuck?
Yeah, fortunately, yes, I have.
So the BRZ came out. You guys talked about it. The new
Yep.
one, I should say.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been thinking, is
Oh,
the
no.
BRZ that bad, or is it what gets done to them that's that bad?
I think it's
Like, what makes us hate it so much?
I think it's both.
You think it's both? For me,
no, you know what? It's the owners. Everything else is fine about them.
So for me, it's what gets done to them that like makes me like just be like, what the
It's
fuck?
true because it could be
Every
a good,
time
fun
I'm-
little car.
Exactly.
Right,
and they
because-
just make them terrible.
Because why is it so different than a Miata?
Yeah. But like
And who does it to them?
over
Right.
time, the people, over
Exactly.
time, are we just conditioned to hate them because we see all the terrible things that get done to them? So every time you see one, you're like, oh, I know what road that one's
No,
going
I hate
down.
them because they have like 1980s level horsepower in a modern car.
I'll get to that.
All right.
So that's certainly a factor, but I
But obviously, what's done to them doesn't help.
generally don't like the direction they go in.
So like Josh brought up the Miata, but like at like $4,000 to $5,000 cheaper, like it's definitely a better buy than the Miata because having more power and torque and being cheaper.
So the new one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even the old one had more.
Oh, did it?
Even the old one had more.
The Miata's like 130, right? Or
Yeah,
something
it's
stupid.
significant. It's
What?
pretty
Yeah.
low, but it's just like it's hard to say like I dislike the vehicle because I don't, because the vehicle at a core
Right,
is
if-
fantastic.
If you were to on paper go, wait, so this two-door
yeah,
coupe,
don't tell me what it is.
this two-door coupe or two-seater comes with this much power. Oh,
Yeah.
that's gonna sound fun.
Yeah,
Right.
but then
yeah.
you see kind of what happens to them, and you're like, yeah,
Right, it's that it unfortunately gets a stigma
bad rap.
attached to it.
yeah. So what's the bad apple?
This two-door coupe
Yeah,
comes with 190 horsepower. and it's-
220 something.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah,
And
That's what I'm talking about, the new
and
one.
It's 30 grand. I'd be
Yeah.
like, yeah, pass.
it's 28 grand. Yeah, I mean, I think it sounds like it's a great bargain for what you're getting out of the whole thing. Versus if you look at the
if
Miata.
you disqualify the entirety of used cars, yes, it's a great bargain.
Well, yeah, because we're looking at new here.
Yeah, but it's a new Subaru, so it's not
Yeah.
dependable.
We don't know that, right? You don't know that realistically. Like that engine.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, we can actually find out how reliable they are. I guess it wouldn't be too hard to figure that out. But I think then I'm thinking about this whole thing as you guys are talking about it. I'm like, I think I feel so impartial to it because I've been driving this car for the past 7 years.
Your car?
My car
Yeah, but your
is that
car's
car.
great.
That's my point is like I think I feel this way and I'm conditioned to be like, oh, well, it's not that bad because I've been driving this car for the past 7 years that came out 13 years ago. So to what you said, 13 years ago, this car already came out under
Right, but
BMW's
doesn't
name.
your car have double the torque?
No, it's identical power numbers.
Really?
It's actually significantly
that
heavier
6?
as well. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's heavier as well, but it's the same platform. It's, front engine, rear-wheel drive, 6-speed manual.
Did
2
you buy
doors.
one? Is that why you've been going for 2 weeks?
No, but that's what I'm saying. This whole time, I'm like, it's not that terrible of a car. Like, it's appealing. And then I literally look outside. I'm like, oh, there it is.
It's the
Literally
same
just parked
torque?
So on paper, there's
Everything's the
nothing to
same.
hate.
Yeah, on paper, there's nothing
Yeah,
to
it's just
hate.
emotionally,
Besides
you
that,
want to
it's a
hate it.
Subaru.
Yeah,
So-
I just want to hate it emotionally, but I think that stems from the fact that I see they're just terribly fucked with.
Overfend us.
Yeah, it's-
Right. And it's one of those things where if you said that motor was a 6-cylinder, how would you feel?
I feel even worse.
Well, because for instance, Z3s, it only some, not the M's obviously, but some only made 190 horsepower. But do you feel that same way?
You ever seen anybody with one of those in modern times? They've all been just banned from the planet.
Because if you look
Yeah,
at what
I
like the
don't see
128,
many of
what do you got,
those.
Chris?
All the floors fell out of them. That's why.
What happened?
Oh.
All the floors fell out of them.
The floors went up the
Billie
back.
Eilish kit.
Yeah.
There you go. Got to get that Billie Eilish backup kit.
Because if you look at like the 128, for example, the car I own has for power, it might even be less than
Yeah, but how many times have you done the head gaskets?
me.
Well,
A head gasket,
although
none, but
didn't-
valve cover gasket a few times.
Shit.
230. So actually,
Didn't we
2
confirm,
more cylinders
though?
gets me 6 more horsepower.
I'd be surprised if that Subaru feels as fast as your car.
It's heavier. My car's heavier.
Yeah,
Didn't,
I'd still be surprised. BMW lies about numbers.
Yeah.
Aren't we trying to confirm who the motor was made by?
Yeah, it was made by Subaru. Yeah,
It's still Subaru for
It's
sure.
still just Subaru.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Okay.
I mean, just throw head gaskets in
Oh,
there. It's
God.
fine for another 100 miles.
It sure is. Look at these photos. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
So that kind of brought me back to the fact, I'm just preconditioned to thinking like this formula is great because I've bought this car already under just a different umbrella of a name.
But it's 14 years old.
Mine's 7 years old
Right.
or 8 years old at this point. But that car came out. I mean, what year did you buy yours? 2008?
2008.
2008. So 2008. So they're 12 years old at this point.
so again, the formula sounds good. On
Yeah.
paper it sounds good, but the actual result.
I
No, we
even
don't
think
know.
I even think the car at a core is fine. It's like the end result of what gets done to them is like fuck.
Yeah.
Right, because if you buy it, you're going to become a Subaru guy.
Or yeah,
You know what's
do
funny
we see anyone
is-
buy it and not become like that
you know,
person?
You know, it's funny.
I don't know.
We did have a challenge a while back, and Corey's car was a
Total loss.
total loss.
Total loss. Yeah, I bought the Hoonigan edition or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
and financed about $80,000 worth
Yeah.
of aftermarket parts.
And in
on
the
a
end, I was
firm.
only $67,000 in debt.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
with a blown up car.
maybe there's those owners out there that aren't Subaru guys, right? Because there is a Toyota one.
Yeah.
And I have to right. There was the FRS. Now there's the 86 and then the BRZ. But I also have to ask Chris, do you ever see any of these on track?
So one of our friends had one. He totaled it Palmer, I think, last
He
year. I wanna
totaled
say.
it at Palmer, you said?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
like Kraftwerk supercharged. But
That's
to go back to the
unfortunate.
Toyota part though, like I think that's even worse. It's the same people that put Skyline badges on their G35s.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So that's a whole different.
So
animal now.
it's actually it's what gets done and it's the people because like it's what gets done, but who does it? The people.
Exactly.
Right, so
Yeah.
it's just the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like putting GTR bumpers on G35s too. It's the same
Oh,
exact.
Yeah.
don't get me
Right,
started on those
right.
guys.
Because
'Cause
even the car itself, like I look at it and I'm like, why not for nothing? Like it's a good looking car,
I mean,
but like what gets done in the end, you see them and you're like, fuck, how'd they get there? How'd
Right.
we get here?
Because
People?
they don't drive
Well,
that bad either.
What's up?
They really don't drive that bad either.
No.
For
That's
a nice
the thing,
commuter car, I mean, I couldn't ask for anything more.
I can see taking that thing. Granted, it's going to have its downfalls with the motor, you assume, but like make it lighter, put good suspension, nice tires on there. Could that be a fun?
How are you going to make it
little-
lighter? You make the interior worse?
I don't know,
That's
just
impossible.
Rip things apart.
So
Yeah.
I think it was Toyota in Japan. They sold like a track spec from the factories, like steel wheels, stripped interior.
Yeah.
I want to say maybe even roll bar too. But
Chris,
like,
get
it
up in that mic. We got listeners complaining. From
So-
Australia.
Oh, they don't count.
It was a factory prepped track race, could say. You could buy from the dealer, and
Yeah.
why didn't we get them here now?
I don't know. That's an excellent question. Why don't we get anything?
We don't
cool
get
here?
anything.
Yeah.
At least we don't think
Like,
we
it
do.
doesn't
Who
have to be
knows?
sold as a street legal car either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look at a Cam like GT4 Club Sport.
It's like a Ferrari
It's not street legal.
challenge.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but
it's the
like,
same thing.
Maybe quarter the price.
Yeah.
Okay, so
There
it's
you
more dependable than that.
Yeah. So anyway, all the promo stuff brings me back to the fact that they used a 22B to like
Oh, right. Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
hype this up.
This iconic rally car.
That's hard. To,
So also
Right.
the GC8 is just the best Subaru ever made because
Yeah, that
2
was-
or 4 door proportions are perfect.
that was
it was
hard
beautiful.
for me to
Yeah.
see, the 22B picture next to it. And I was
Yeah.
like,
I was like, what?
oh, how are you going to do that?
Don't
Right.
put that near this.
This is
Yeah,
not
like,
even in the same.
put the
like-
newest fucking STI or
You're-
whatever.
yeah,
it is
you're
there.
not going to turbocharge it, and it's an all-wheel drive turbo car that everybody wants.
Yeah.
It's just so dumb.
Right.
So-
oh no, yeah, that's their whole marketing effort. Is this is what we could do? Here's what you get.
We ain't gonna, yeah.
Here's what you actually get. But
Yeah.
the GC8, that generation, I should say, of the Impreza, even just like a Impreza L version, 2 or 4 door, you're like, fuck, that's perfect.
Yeah.
It's boxy, but rounded a little bit at the same time. It's like the perfect proportions. It's a smaller car. Like,
Oh, I'm a sucker for a GC8, especially with an STI motor swap.
Yeah.
yeah, they're just awesome. I mean,
The dude
who's the kid who
drifts.
drifts? Yeah, I don't
the
know.
red
his-
one.
I don't.
Yes, thank you.
He's got a 6 in it, though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Flat 6.
But
Out
still,
of a B9
GC8
Tribeca.
Looks fucking sweet.
Greatest
Yeah.
SUV ever.
Yeah.
Tribeca,
So.
New York.
Tribeca, New
Beautiful
York.
Tribeca.
And the sales numbers on those cars are just outrageous. So no wonder why they're like pumping out more. They're like, yep, we'll just do it again. A little refresh.
Oh yeah, for them, right,
We're
right.
going to throw a Tiburon back end on this
Yeah.
thing. Roll it into the
Right,
market.
the Tiburon back end, rear 3/4 was Supra, front end's like, oh,
You
what's going
can
on
see,
here?
you can see 2-door Accord. You can see every car, like
Yeah.
almost, except whatever. Any other? Callbacks.
Pete's
I think Pete
swinging the
had a
mic
callback,
over.
Yeah.
Pete.
You previously talked about the alleged drug dealer in Holyoke who got arrested in his car.
Alleged. I like the word.
Alleged,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
You mean the
Did you talk about
formerly alive alleged drug
I was
dealer?
gonna
Have
say
you
we-
talked about this?
We don't know the story behind it. We just know that he is allegedly dead.
He is definitely dead.
Okay.
Once he passed, I think it was best as not to bring it
Yeah.
up.
So our stance on it was, well, he must have pissed his boss off.
Definitely dead.
Yeah.
Found in an abandoned building.
Yep.
And according to the police, they do not suspect foul play.
Oh,
Interesting.
yeah? He just died in an abandoned
Did he leave
building?
him a note?
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
You had a great car collection.
Yeah. What a crazy story.
Here's this note. I did it myself. Don't investigate.
Yeah.
In his obituary, his mom wrote, stay away because the state police are going to be here and they're going to have you under surveillance. So don't even bother coming.
Asking
Don't
for
worry
the
about it.
cars.
Don't come.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
There we go.
Wow. That's
About the cars, or about him?
Sorry, say that again.
Those are his mother's cars.
It was his mother's car.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
mom's collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, mom's collection. Yeah,
Yeah.
mom said
She had
stay
a hell of
away.
a collection.
Yeah, mom said stay away.
Big car and gun nut, his mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge into the Fast and Furious
Yeah,
series.
big-
Watches every
Big
day.
time Toyota girl.
Yeah.
Big show.
Last little bit I have is a question for the group.
Oh, boy.
Does a car drive better after a fresh wash?
Yes.
Yes.
Does it just drive better?
Yep.
Because
Same thing with oil change. That sort like
I washed the ever-loving Christ out of my car and then went for a very spirited drive with Chuck over there.
Oh, it was a
And
lot
like
of fun.
halfway through, I'm like, he's running like a motherfucker right now. Like, this is feeling real good. And I was like, it must have been the wash.
That's
It
because Gran
had to have been
Turismo's
the
real.
wash.
yeah, exactly.
After definitely an oil change for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's
That-
like a scientifically proven
That
thing.
sort of stuff, just like you can feel it.
After fresh wash, it just something feels just so right about the car.
I'm going no.
You go no?
Solid
Feels
enough.
faster after track day.
It feels faster as track
With brake dust and
with a
tire
little
slugs
stank
on
on
there.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little stank in that thing.
I don't know, man. It's just something. Maybe a little extra sense of pride or something. I don't normally have much, but I figured a washed car.
We
really,
also went for a fucking ride in a monsoon as well. Like, it was gross that day. I got my
True.
E28 back, and I was like, fuck, I'm going to have to wash this thing again.
I had leaves stuck everywhere.
Oh,
I had,
everywhere.
you know,
Dirt
yeah.
all over the thing.
But does it feel faster in the rain though?
Oh, everything feels faster in
Yeah,
the rain.
for sure. It definitely felt. You even felt a little loose in the rain.
Yeah.
Fast spinning down the ditch in 495 too, right?
Oh, yeah. Way faster on the Dish in 495.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should tackle the K issue.
Yes.
So, I worked at a deal with this very man here to steal one of his K cars. And it's now here in my possession. It's wonderful.
I drove it.
If anybody wants an
It's
E30
amazing.
with an SR swap, I have to sell it now. So please get at me. Prices are wildly reasonable. The one-in, one-out policy is finally coming to effect at my home. So that's going to go.
Think about how long you can work that policy. One in, one out.
I really don't want the E30 anymore, but, you know, I'd like it finished.
It's time to move along, you know?
It's time to go.
Yeah.
Weren't you just saying last week how you'd love to have a
Little car.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
We got a van for trade if anybody has another little car.
we
Yeah.
got what we got from Pete is a Daihatsu. It's a very short name. It's a Daihatsu Mira TRXX Avanzato R.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the Daihatsu Mira TRXX Avanzato R4, which is the four-wheel drive,
Right.
aka the skirt version.
The Lowe's version.
This is
I think the name is longer than the actual
It's
vehicle.
the finest Italian automobile you can get.
I say Abenzato sounds a little.
Avanzato.
Yeah.
That's the decorator who made the interior. It is a 4-cylinder twin cam.
Somehow twin cam, because Corey and I were looking at the valve cover.
There's no way there's two cams in there.
And-
There's two pencils just spinning around in there. Yeah.
4-cylinder twin cam 16 valve turbocharged motor that,
Murder machine.
that revs up to 8,500
How many
RPM.
cc's is it?
656, I believe.
Wow.
And it revs out to 8,500 because it's a motorcycle
It
engine.
does. It does, in fact.
we need to bore that thing out. Get it to
It
at
makes-
least 666.
It makes an incredible amount of turbo noises, and it is surprisingly fast for a car that has 74 torque and 63 horsepower.
We got to get it up on the dyno, see what it actually
Yeah.
puts down.
I told Mike we're coming for that low horsepower number.
Yeah.
Would love to see.
The thing
numbers
is,
on
I don't know if it'll fit because the wheelbase is so short.
that. Just do one wheel at a time.
What do you mean? It's just got to go. Isn't that front roller one piece?
Oh, yeah, we just park it in the front and then chalk the backs.
Yeah.
Not even. You have to strap that thing down. It'll be
Chalk
fine.
the backs. You mean put a couple pencils? in
Yeah,
front of
throw
the
a couple
wheels?
of pencils behind that
I'm just going
thing.
to sit in the trunk.
Just hold it.
So we paint corrected it today. Been fucking around with it. I brought it in. I've been having a ton of fun with this car. I think it's got at least 100 horsepower.
Earlier today,
But it weighs 1,500 pounds. So
You sent us a buffing pad.
I
That
sent
was
you a picture of a buffing
color
pad.
match to the car.
That was it was darker than the car, substantially darker because it is. I found it very quickly. It's one stage paint, but the results speak for themselves. It's been paint corrected and sealed. So when the boys showed up, I had them each drive it so we could get an impression of this bad boy out there. What's the thoughts on that, General Baby?
I would 100% love to have one.
Bring it in the studio. You could probably fit in here.
It
Oh
would
my God,
definitely
we
fit in
literally
the
through the
studio.
door. Literally could if
Yeah.
it could fit in the studio.
Right, put it on
minus
the
the
camera.
door.
Get young Ben to come push it in.
Yeah.
Minus the door. We might even be able to pick it up. Actually, bring it through the skylight.
Surprisingly, while driving it, it took about 3 seconds before you were driving it. It felt like a total normal thing.
Yeah.
Like it just felt like, oh, I'm just driving a car. Like the hilarity of the size of it and like the rev range, all that disappeared, and you were just like, I'm just driving a car.
Yeah.
And it was just funny because then you snap back into it and you're like, oh, I'm on the wrong side of the car. I'm shifting my left hand. There's this like weird light boost gauge in my face. Like
Right.
I'm revving way too far. Like it's funny. And also like, the end of the car is directly behind my back.
Right.
It's I went down our waterfront street here, and once I got into position, was comfortable. Like, all right, I can make this work. And tractor trailer is coming the other way, and I'm gonna veer to that right hand side here.
You can fit under them, no problem.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
It's micro car esque. But it still feels pretty normal.
Yeah.
So once you get out, like, oh wow, that thing's tiny. But I felt perfectly fine. If I were to move the seat and get a bit more comfortable and figure out where I could live, I could drive that thing anywhere.
I found myself either always looking at the boost gauge
Yes.
or just trying to make turbo noises.
Oh yeah,
That's what the entire drive is about.
yeah.
It's such a blast.
There's 3 overpasses on that little street, and each one of them I had to just give it the old.
It's funny because like from the sides, it kind of looks like it could be like a really small Daewoo thing. But if you look at it from the front or rear, you're like, why is that car so narrow? Like it looks semi-normal from the side. But you notice like when you're on the highway or in the street, everybody's looking because you're driving it's the width of a wheelchair. Like seriously, my side-by-side is twice the width of that car.
Yeah. It's oh my God, we should measure that thing.
It'd be interesting to put it side by side with a smart car.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess a smart car's smaller. I don't know.
No, I think smart car would be wider than that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it might be smart car might be longer, but I think it's wider.
I don't think it's long. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be interesting. Side by side, smart cars are tiny.
Yeah.
Are they that tiny? I know. It fits
I
4
think
people
so.
fine.
With or without legs?
With
No,
legs.
with legs for sure.
There's 4 people in that thing? Oh,
No,
you got
no.
I
I've
got the
had
back
3.
seat, and we put the front passenger seat back.
Oh,
and
okay. Yeah.
I had plenty of room.
You get 3 full grown men in that thing, though. It does rub a little.
Yeah.
Maybe the weight might not help, but it definitely you can sit back there.
It's not meant for family transport.
But hopefully we'll drive it up to a show this year.
Using every horsepower it has.
Yeah, and it's gonna bang. It came with a banging system.
Just brown note system.
brown note level system. So that thing's hilarious. Shout out to Pete, who's here, for making that happen. If you were looking for importer stuff or advice, hit up Pete because he knows everything.
Any bad decisions that you need help with or irresponsible decisions, either one.
Yeah, Pete's the man for it. So once again, deep in right-hand drive bullshit because of Pete. And I think that's all I have for callbacks.
Okay.
You had a deep thought or what?
I do have a deep thought.
Deep thoughts.
Joshy deep thought.
Yep.
So everyone has seen it, mostly, but there's a Porsche video of a Taycan in a parking lot that's trying to find its parking space, and all I can say is that the parking space has got away from it. It seems as if the driver slips
that one, yeah.
off the brake and hit the
Hits the go.
accelerator pedal.
Yeah.
And I watched it, and it instantly led me to believe, oh, wait, that's going to happen way more often with electric cars. I just think it's just going to become more and more of a.
That's why you got to put it on chill mode.
Yeah, like parking mode.
Well, like
where
the Teslas
it's
have
limited.
the chill mode, so if you hammer it, it doesn't fucking hammer.
Oh, I think it needs it. Yeah, I think Porsche needs to have
That thing hammered.
Oh, it hammered.
That
right,
was amazing.
Hammered itself right off a stone wall on top of another car.
Right.
So, yeah, it's just
Instant torque rocks when you're paying attention.
Exactly, and when you're not, it's just going to take over, and you're just along for the ride. So, yeah, that was all my deep thought was that's going to happen way more often. Unless they do something about it. I wouldn't doubt that video sparks I
don't know. I mean, that was just straight up idiocy, but
Yeah, because
Oh, it
I
is.
think and let's call it an internal combustion engine vehicle, that might happen all the time to elderly people. Like but it's not.
you mean like the
As-
whole acceleration gate
Well,
thing?
yeah,
with
'cause there's-
every
Yeah,
car.
Right,
yeah,
the Toyota.
exactly. Yeah, with the Prius
The
thing.
Teslas, the Prius.
there'll be some even in an internal combustion car. There's still going to be some latency.
But you see, like, it'll happen when they drive through the front of a garage, or
Right.
they're
Things can
backing
get-
up and they go to hit the brake and they stab the gas, and now
Yeah.
they back up through
Things can
whoever's behind
certainly-
them.
Certainly get away still.
Yeah,
I just feel like you have even less time in a electric vehicle
yeah.
to correct yourself.
It comes up.
essentially.
It
Yeah.
comes up on your.
It's
real
just
quick.
there. It's just on off.
like
yeah.
Boost
essentially.
Fast.
Yeah.
That's why I buy K cars.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd have all sorts of room.
That is just a quick deep thought. And if you haven't seen that video, I'm sure if you just go
Taycan crash. Tay crash.
Taycan instant crash, it will pop up for you because it was all over the place.
Yeah, because you might end up with the silly drift video instead. So you want to make sure you find the crash one.
Oh, yeah, was it a new Chris Harris drift video?
No, it like set a world record for drifting.
Yeah,
It
wasn't
continues
Chris
to.
Harris driving it?
I didn't think it was Chris Harris, but maybe it is.
Oh, I thought it was.
I didn't bother watching it. I just
I
think
don't
it's
either,
like
because I just don't care.
BMW does it all the time, and I'm like, what? Every time they come up with a new M, it's like, oh, it sets the longest drift
Set the
record. I'm like,
world
Yeah.
record,
what,
right.
how is this important?
Yeah, it's on a skid pad.
It's on
covered
a
in
wet
water.
track, goddammit.
Yeah.
That
Right.
doesn't count.
Right.
So I just never even bothered. I just saw the headline. I was like, I don't
I
need to
thought
watch
Chris
this.
Harris drove it, but maybe not. He just put up a GT3 video, which I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to watch that. Want to cue the boys?
Yeah, get him.
News.
Who's got it?
So I've been not obsessed with these, but I don't know if you guys are aware of the moose test.
Yes.
In Canada?
Just in general.
Oh, okay.
I think it's up in Sweden.
Sweden.
Is that where it
Sweden.
is? Let
I
me
thought it was
see.
Canada, but maybe
It
not.
might be Canada. I think this looks like Sweden. Let's just call it Sweden.
North of the Mason-Dixon line, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
So, if you're not familiar, there is a test that is performed where a vehicle is moving at about 75 kilometers per hour,
What's that mean in America?
46 miles per hour.
There we
I
go.
think.
Yeah, it's fitty.
There we go.
That's my kind of
Let's
unit.
call it, yeah. Let's call it between 45 and 50. And the test is to enter some cones at a certain point at said speed, and then pretend there is a moose. In other words, the cones
As if you were,
very
instead of
quickly-
stopping,
Yeah, do not
you try
stop.
to juke a moose, which is not a good way to do it.
So some of these go really well. Like everybody was kind of surprised by how okay the Supra did. But there's one of the A3 that's coming out, or the 2020 A3 Sportback, and this thing just annihilates.
Tell me it just understays through the whole thing.
Let's see. I think it takes out the actual. Oh yeah, definite understeer.
What flipped? Didn't the Cherokees flip over?
I think Cherokee's flipped over. Yeah, so
which is a great way to avoid a moose.
it's true, right? You didn't hit that at least.
Didn't hit the moose. Technically a pass.
Here's Corey. Here's a quick. It just understeers so violently that it just kills
Violent understeer.
everything on the left hand side of the left turn that it's making.
So the moose.
So no, it would avoid the moose.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it's a pass.
It would avoid the moose. However, anything to the left would have no chance of getting out of the way. Because this would be,
Yeah.
oh, let me get that and get back. Yeah, it's not getting
I
back very
gotcha. I
quickly.
gotcha.
If you see a moose, stop.
Yeah.
Moose don't like move like deer. I'm sure they can sometimes.
Oh
but
no,
it's
have
not-
you seen? Oh my God.
Deer just pop out.
It's, I don't know.
Do
yeah.
moose just pop
I don't
out?
know if moose just
Is
pop.
Verge in the chat room?
Yeah, Verge.
Verge, you're,
Do mooses just
Yeah.
pop out?
Come here, little fella.
Come here, little guy.
Verge, the moose
Resident
whisperer.
moose expert, Verge.
I mean, they run really fast, so they could pop out if they
I know they run really fast, but I think deer are just stupid, so they just pop out and then look at your headlights like, hey, what
nonchalantly.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, a moose, I think, might avoid that.
Nonchalantly walk out into the middle of the highway.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I watched it. It was just an interesting thing. Not really much news. Not really anything super productive. But
I'd love to see that test with a K truck.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
it'd immediately
it'd
flip
flip
over.
right over.
Oh,
Yeah.
you flip right over. I mean, the hots would go right under, but
How many times would it roll?
No, I think they're so like tall as
Yeah.
opposed to wide. They just
it'd be like a domino
just
falling
one- just-
over.
it
like a Benny Hill.
It would have
Just
to
on the
rush
side
itself.
and done.
Yeah.
Just done.
One
It would
and
probably
done.
slide a distance on its
I was
side.
gonna say it's gonna be like the Reliant Robin, even though it has four wheels.
Yeah, I never had any want to maneuver hard in my K truck.
Yeah.
Nope. Not even once did I
No.
want to maneuver hard in that vehicle.
No, that thing you would just topple right over.
Right.
Yeah, it's
And
not
you
even
haven't lived unless you've maneuvered hard cutting through traffic in a K car. Because as long as the back of your head's in front of him, you can get in front of that guy. As far as I can tell.
It's a good rule to live by.
solid. Well, it's funny thing is the deer think the exact same way.
Exactly. Shit.
I think the mirror, you know how mirrors say objects in mirror are closer than they appear?
Yeah.
I think in the K car, it should be like objects in mirror are larger than they appear.
Substantially larger.
Just a reminder.
Yeah. There are large vehicles around you, just in case you were wondering. Not everyone is as small as you are.
Yeah.
Or objects in mirror are here.
Yeah.
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 Technically
present.
here.
Still in the way. What else do we have for news? I have a couple small bits.
Shout to English Ben. He sent us some commie news site, Apple News, telling us that the Tesla hatch is going to exist in Europe.
Yeah.
I didn't even read it because
So-
I was so offended by where it came from.
What is
How many
different
news
between-
networks do I have to not believe now?
between that and like the Y? Is the Y like a CUV thing?
I
Oh,
think-
why is a CUV?
I didn't read it. But
I thought
I'm
it was a
just guessing.
hatchback thing.
Well, it is, but it's a CUV.
Interesting. I've never seen one. That's not true. I've seen them driving, but like until you get to stand next to one, you kind of see the size proportion of the whole thing. I always thought it was more like a
But Ben said it'd be like a GTI, which he made up because it doesn't say that in the article, but I'm cool with that.
yeah. I mean, it's more believable than the other shit he sent.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Englishman.
Big shout to Ben.
Yeah, where's the
Don't you love being in that group chat
I mean,
with
it
us,
does
buddy?
show. I mean, this. Elon Musk talks new Tesla model to be designed in Europe, likely a small electric hatchback.
Oh, so maybe it's designed in Europe and comes to America? Just like the GR Yaris?
Don't get your
Please?
hopes up. Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
Oh.
Hold
Fuck yeah, the
strong for that.
GR Yaris.
That thing,
just get back to last week. Fuck
just
yes
get
on the
back
GR Yaris.
last week. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
there's-
yeah, the GR Yaris. Big time.
and there's a bunch of fuck yeah GR Yaris videos that are coming out, both on the dyno thing making absurd power and people already thrashing around the ring
Yeah.
and setting the standard pretty damn high for that thing.
You think it makes more than 60?
Think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got news, and I'm going to phrase it like the internet. The new Civic looks like a Jetta.
New Civic looks like a Jetta.
We
You
forgot
know,
to talk about that
The
because
new
that's
Civic.
that's how impactful that release was.
Yeah.
We just fucking forgot about it entirely.
It does look just like a Jetta,
It really does.
and everybody
2022
bitched that
Civic. Yeah.
the previous Civic was too aggressive. So fuck you. Here it is. It's a Jetta now.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the new look of it.
No,
They did away with the coupe.
the hatchy
hatch,
thing. Yeah,
Which is a bummer because like that was the coolest thing. in
it
my
was.
opinion, at
I
least.
thought that was
Yeah.
cool as hell. I wish they made the R like that.
Yeah.
I mean, just to follow up with your, does it make 60? There's a video of a stock GR Yaris being treated to a few dyno runs. The car was able to put down a maximum reading of 278 horsepower to the wheels.
I make more than double.
Wow.
I put a couple cars on dynos. I wouldn't call it treated. I don't think the Skylines hasn't caught on fire on the dyno. So
Just wait till we get the
hello, firewall.
what's the name of it? Daihatsu X-Ray X-Man 3.
Yeah, once the X-Men 3 gets up there,
The Abundanza.
Tony Danza.
the old Avanzato.
the old Tony
The
Danza.
the
Once we
Daihatsu, Tony Danza, Avanzato.
No, it's the boss. Once we get the boss,
Once the boss is up there,
What's on the
hold
dyno.
on. We'll see if it's what kind of Hiroshima hairdryer's on that thing.
Yeah.
Because that baby definitely makes all the goddamn turbo noises.
It sounds like a hairdryer.
It does, man. It
Yeah.
looks like a
It really-
hairdryer. Look at it. It's smaller than a hairdryer.
funny
You drove
part-
by and it sounded just like a drone. Just
Yeah.
That's for some reason it was louder inside
Here
the
comes
building
the hot
than
step
outside.
up. Murderer. It's jungle
getting-
music only in that
Just
thing,
gotta
by
get
the
your
way.
yellow and blue velour suit.
that thing's going to bring us much joy. We probably park in the back of the MCV. We could definitely park in the back
Park
of
it
the
on
MCV.
top of the MCV.
We'd have to take the back seat out.
No, for sure.
The queen size bed.
The old queen-size bed.
Yeah.
As advertised.
McLaren is coming out with a new supercar.
Hooray.
They're changing their name
Oh, yeah?
designation. Instead of the, what would this one be? This would be the 770, hypothetically. If
Long
there
tail?
There's because
Speed tail, long tail?
previous. This is going to be the Artura.
Artura.
That's just...
Sounds like a cologne that Biz Marquee put out,
Why?
but that's fine.
Does Bismarcky put
The
out
Biz?
colognes?
I hope
Colognes?
so. I heard Biz Marquee's the man. Big shout to Biz. Thanks for listening.
Shouts to Biz. If you do have any clones, send us some.
Yeah, please.
We'll mark
I want that Michael Jordan cologne.
Did they say why they're changing it?
Nope. Well, they could have. I just didn't read the article.
They said everyone else has
Tight.
better names than us.
Yeah.
I think honestly,
Honestly, I like their kind of naming convention.
It's kind of easy to figure out.
Yeah. It
If
was
it's a
very
bigger
hard.
number, he spent more money on it.
It was very hard to tell the difference between them.
Right.
But I mean, if you
Once you saw the badge, it's like Audi.
once you
Is
shout
that
out the
an
number,
A8 or an A3?
Yeah.
I don't know. Look at the badge.
yeah. So this is probably the first in a line of several vehicles that will now ditch the numerical naming scheme. That's all I got.
Okay,
It
welcome welcome to the party.
Didn't specify
I mean, all the other guys do that already.
interesting names.
And I'll start it with Daihatsu.
Yeah, it all did.
They're copying Daihatsu.
Yeah.
That
Maybe fancy
Avanzazzo.
yeah,
That's
fancy
probably the
Italian
second
name.
one.
The
Hit him with that
boss.
fancy Italian name. It's going to sell. Yeah, they should have called it something in English. Like crisps or something.
Tea.
yeah,
The Cadbury.
yeah,
Cadbury is English. Is it real?
Cadbury chocolate,
yeah,
baby.
the Cadbury
Okay.
egg, baby.
Okay. Yeah, I never knew that was English.
Isn't Cadbury like a town or a city or a
I just
state?
thought it was
I'd
a-
imagine it's a whole zone.
I just
Yeah, it's a school, I think.
Tell you what, can't be outside there right now.
Yeah,
I just thought it was a bunny CEO.
Yeah, it is a bunny CEO.
Yeah,
that's
all.
why the English. That's what they invented. They invented capitalism, bunny.
he's a bloke.
He's a bloke over there.
It's a good cunt.
yeah, it's a good
It's
guy.
a right cut.
Yeah.
That's a really good name for the McLaren.
What, the Cadbury?
Bloke.
Oh, bloke.
Bloke.
Yeah, what are you gonna
It
call
is English.
You're
Makes
gonna call it
sense.
Artura? What are you kidding me? You got all sorts of great words. Call it the Winchester,
That's true.
Yeah.
That'd be a winner.
Middle Earth. What?
Maybe.
Downington?
The Downington.
yeah.
Down Abbey.
Yeah.
The Down Abbey. There's way better names. Why don't you call it something traditional English like crisps?
What's right? What else?
A right
English-
cunt. That's gonna be their Ultra series.
They're the kings of like words like Cheshire, Villington, or something like that. It's just like they just take all the ends of a word and kind of tie them all
Yeah,
together.
exactly. I mean, great English words. Call it the Queen E.
Pub.
Pub.
The Ben.
Did you just look up English words
I did.
on Google?
Yep.
I love it.
The Ben.
The Ben. Yeah,
The
just
Ben.
the Ben.
Ben.
Because
The
they got
Ben.
English Ben and Big Ben.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Benz.
The McLaren Big Ben.
Yeah, McLaren, try harder, man. Don't start calling them Italian names. They're the next one going to be the ravioli. Fuck out of here.
Arrivederci.
Yeah, put 3 numbers before it and add the Italian word. Someone else already does that. Yeah. Yeah, the 327 Parmigiano.
Yeah. Then your Ferrari.
Yeah. That's a Ferrari naming convention.
Just
Any 3 numbers in an Italian word.
and then you can just stop giving cars.
127 ravioli.
Stop,
Yeah,
stop
812 Super
giving-
Meatball.
Yeah. And just the name is supposed to evoke emotion, and the emotion is always hunger. It's like it's what it always is.
Being flat. The McLaren Worcestershire. Yeah, that one.
The Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Worcester.
The Worcester. The Worcester.
The-
Or if it's
the
Italian
Worcester.
names, is it Grandma? Did you eat enough?
Yeah.
McLaren, did you eat enough?
Yeah. Did you eat enough?
Have some more.
So you cut in the small
Are
pieces.
you
See if
hungry?
it goes away. So that's good.
Yeah, that's that.
Shout out to McLaren.
Another
Yep.
short news.
Love you, McLaren.
Ford Model E, EPA confirmed its range of 300 miles per single charge, which puts it above a bunch of shitty companies like Jaguar and Benz and Audi's
Did
charge.
they say what trim that was?
That was the big one.
There's a lot of weird ones. Is it the GT? Is it the California?
It was the longest range one.
okay.
So it's the long range, right?
Uh,
so not the GT.
And
I
if
assume.
it puts it up
Or
against
whatever it's E.
the Y, gets 326.
Yeah.
So, but that's been out for, you could have that already. So that's kind of a plus.
Could have had it, and probably for cheaper at this point because they're trying to still get those what do you call it? Charging more for the car and more than MSRP. I'm
Oh
drawing a
yeah,
blank. Couple more words here.
yeah. The dealer markup.
Thank you.
There's supposed to be a firmware update for the Y that's going to add some distance to it as well. So
Well, the Model 3 keeps getting hit with that update too.
yeah, I'm sure as soon as this Model E Mach Mustang comes out, they'll release an update for it.
Are they even in production yet? I mean, do we think we see the Bronco before we see the Mach-E like on the road?
I mean, it's Doug DeMaro's driven it, you know what I mean? So it's going to be
the
out
Bronco
there.
or the Mach-E?
Bronco Sport, though.
Mustang.
He put a Bronco Sport next to a Defender. I was like, what? Who is this
a
man?
Ford Focus.
Whose man's is this?
Looks like the Mach-E production starts in December.
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 Isn't the Bronco production already going?
I think so.
I mean, December's pretty far away.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know where we'll
let's
be
see.
then.
Yeah, at that point. No, Bronco production. Not for the big one, anyway. That shows that won't start till March.
March, okay.
Yep. So we could probably see the Mach-E, before.
Mach-E!
Yeah.
Say hi to
the
your mother
Bronco.
for me. I got another short news. The judge ruled, that the California DMV can no longer ban offensive personal plates.
I appreciate that.
Wow.
So they're tackling the big things. You can only have 2 people in your household for Thanksgiving, but now you can have "fuck you" on your license plate in California.
Shouts to Maine.
Shouts to Maine for leading the charge. Rhode Island, same thing now.
You can have whatever you want.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get Nurple?
They probably still won't give it to me, but sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only thing you can't have is anything that incites hate. There's like just
It could be anything
Yeah,
nowadays.
a couple of, well, that's true. A couple of small
Never mind, there
things
goes
that are
Nurple.
just, like, yeah, and
Incites violence.
Poor taste, completely legal.
Yeah. I can say I hate pickles and they're going to cancel me.
There's nothing
So,
more
like,
American than poor taste. You know what I mean?
So we got a new shop software working on. We can look up cars by plate now. So I just went through the whole database. Like, you know, what's the most offensive things you can find phone it's tied to? So there was an S2000. The plate was Thought.
Thought?
And what better car? Yeah. What
Listen,
better car than S2000?
I think I've seen that car.
It doesn't get much better than
Is it local? Is it a mass plate?
Yeah, it's mass. You can do it
Yeah,
every state.
I've seen that
Yeah.
car.
than Gus. Shouts to Gus.
Oh,
The
my
Gus
God.
sucks.
Goss.
He has POG. PAWG. Fat ass
Oh,
white
that is
girl.
awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Oh, actually, you know what?
Man's a poet. Big shout to Gus.
Awesome
generally.
BRZ owner.
Former BRZ owner.
Former. Yeah,
Yep.
Exactly.
former.
He knew he
Yep.
got
What's
out.
the POG on the
He
BRZ?
did. Yeah, it was. It was on the BRZ. I think it's on a Yaris right now. So
Go Counts.
Is it? Yeah, I think it is.
I think he's
yeah.
trying to keep the plate alive.
Yeah, just keeps moving it.
I got one more news if nobody else has news.
I have a bit of a news.
Let me hear it.
Well, I don't want to go too deep into this because this could very easily sidetrack us. However,
No.
Porsche, and I don't know if we've talked about this before, but
Yeah, take my
Porsche
news.
is in development of creating their own synthetic fuels to keep internal combustion engines going after they're all forbidden.
Yeah, but Dead Dino's almost free now.
Right now.
But it's going to
Yeah,
be
it's about to change.
But it's going to be, their thought is it's just still going to be prohibited.
Mm.
Actual gasoline. So
You have to like smuggle it out of the ground.
Exactly.
so
Pump jack in my backyard.
they're going with the idea that classic cars will still be allowed to use their gas and diesel engines, but the amount of time you'll be allowed to drive them on public roads may be strictly regulated. And then they get into the idea of, well, you could retrofit electric motors and whatnot,
Lame.
but obviously that's going to be rather difficult, rather expensive. Not everybody's going to be able to do that. So Porsche is thinking that a synthetic fuel may solve the problem and keep valuable classics on the road.
Hold on. Does this mean that valuable air-cooled cars are going to go down in price? Does this mean that all air-cooled guys should now panic sell their vehicles? Sell them, boys!
You heard that. Do it.
Going
Cheap.
down in, yeah, they're
We're
gonna get
talking
dumped. We're
85% off at least.
85. You have to. You got to sell it now before this happens.
I'm
Start
thinking if
there.
anything, they'll just sit in garages even more now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. To every
Yeah, they never
museum.
drive them anyway. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
Get original fuel in this thing.
So their synthetic fuel, obviously we know synthetic fuels are nothing new. However, this one
Extra expensive. It
is
comes with a puffy
actually
vest.
going to be menthol burning.
I love menthol.
Methanol. It's going to be
Oh, I'm out then.
Wait.
Fuck that. Yeah, we got to get some Newports.
Yeah.
It's a blend of
Where's
fiberglass
my-
and
Is
Is that a
menthol.
Camel Crush?
it's a yeah, you're just going to
Like
You
a
just
Michael
squeeze the
Jordan
tip.
cologne.
Virginia's
You just squeeze the tip and get the menthol going.
Yeah, got to get that.
I
man.
know it works.
You got to manscape it to see
Yeah.
it first.
Yeah, yeah. You got to
Virginia
find the tip.
Slims. Methanol. So yeah, that's what they're looking to do. And it goes into a bunch of, how they could do it, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, they better walk and calming down their electric shit. Jesus. Stormy almost got killed parking in his own driveway.
Yeah. Is this like Koenigsegg does? Like they explore other like fueling options or other like powers, ways to power things, and this was what actually covers like the car
to a certain extent. Yeah, they're
it's like a side project to help fund or get like credits.
Like
that
I don't
credits,
know. Right. That I don't know. I mean, it is Porsche, so they are under the VW realm. So this could be a result of that. I mean, needless to say, they're thinking they're still about 10 years away. But again, the big push right now is that everything's going to be done, and everybody's freaking out over the 2030 time frame. So we'll see.
Have they not followed what we're following? All they do is keep pushing that number back.
Yeah, well, I was just listening to your boy Joey Rogan. He was like, yeah, one of the guys who's talking to was like, yeah, it's easy to say 2030 when you're a politician now. You're not going to be there 10 years.
Yeah, it fucks matter to you.
Right, exactly.
And even when you are there in 10 years, I mean, you just be like, whatever. Okay, 2040. Here we
never
go.
Mind. It's just like all these companies making their own electric battery stuff.
Yeah,
we're putting one out. It's coming out 10 years from now.
Yeah, we got
great. It's the best battery on the planet.
The new Revival EV Coli.
Hit us up on our Kickstarter.
I haven't started it yet. It'll be up next week. Yeah, so that's it for my news.
And that's jeepdicks.com for the Kickstarter.
That's it.
Porsche 992 GT3. There have been pictures out, but one of them, it's got one of them there gooseneck wings.
Yeah.
Where the wing grips from the top because it supports the top and shit. And that means there's less disruption of the air in the bottom. And as a man that drove a 996 GT3 and fell in love, I could feel it. It was my only complaints, that it seemed like the air under the wing was being too disturbed for me.
Yeah, first thing you noticed.
As I was driving about.
Yeah.
And so this fixes that. It comes with a new bumper. You know what that results in? 50% more downforce.
50%?
You know what I thought I needed? 50% more downforce. So
pretty accurate. What about the front hood holes?
Holes. They're there for sure.
Speed holes. They added those.
Love those, yep.
Yeah.
What are those cooling? Or are they withdrawing air from somewhere? Are they
probably withdrawing? Probably allowing
air to
coming
in, going up,
over.
Kind of a low pressure zone.
Exactly.
So a rainstorm or
Get
something
some of that
goes
eddy
on
current.
in there.
I think the Abundanza needs a gooseneck spoiler on the back. Needs a big old wing.
We're going body mount.
Body mount. Yeah.
We're going that full flex mount on that thing.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to need something to keep harness that.
Keep the back on the ground.
Horsepower. Yeah.
Hit the brakes real hard. Good to have that back on the ground. It looks like it has Project Move pads in it. What?
You think you could lift the rear wheels?
With enough money, you can do whatever you want.
No. It's just stomp on the brake.
No, I could lift the rear wheels by myself.
Yeah.
Just pick it up.
If you stopped on the brakes, you can do it in the K truck for sure.
Oh, I know that. Yeah.
Especially ones with the motors under the seat. Mine's a little tougher. I don't think so. I don't think it's stopped that hard.
I don't think there's enough front brake bias.
No.
Yeah.
Not yet, at least.
I don't think you can. We put a dialer in for you. You can dial it up. And go
dial up, baby. A little line lock while we're in there.
Little bias. Yeah.
Put some new 6 pistons on there, some bigger rotors.
Nothing like more pistons,
Just all
baby.
on the front. Yeah. Thing will do front flips. Anything else for news?
I just have one small thing. It's not even news. I'm just excited for Rivian. That's all I am. I'm just excited for them as a company. I'm excited to see what they do. I'm excited for what they're putting out there.
What's
popping there?
What's stemming this excitement? Have they actually decided to make something?
Cars will be, what is it? It's June of 2021. So cars are already in production.
Okay. They're under their car, right? Because
it's their
it's
vehicle.
Still under their. Okay.
It's their vehicle.
Okay.
So what actually stemmed this whole thing is when we went to the New York Auto Show.
Yeah.
And I saw there was something about that vehicle that I was like, holy shit, like that is really, really cool.
Yeah.
And then at that point, it was just that. It was just this little concept thing. That's all it was.
It was a display of technology.
As time goes on and like way more funding and all this stuff going on, and then the Ewan Mcgregor show, like the long way around, long way up, long way, whatever it is.
Yeah, which is a show about him riding a EV motorcycle.
Yeah.
For
which
obscene amounts of distances.
Rivian at the time, they were actually already testing in Argentina, and Ewan McGregor was driving from Argentina to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And Rivian was like, oh yeah, well, instead of shipping them home, we'll just drive them home, like with them.
Yeah.
So an electric pickup truck following electric motorcycles as support. It's a weird world we're in right now. It's a real weird world.
Bit of a transition.
Yeah, and I've just been following them closely, and it's just an interesting thing they're doing, and I'm excited to see what they put out. I think their whole configuration package that you can check out online is cool. It's enticing. Yeah. They claim they sold everything out, but we don't know. Sold out could be 5 pickup trucks. You have no idea what that is, right?
Yeah, right.
But I'm just excited for what they're doing and actually seeing something come to fruition.
Right. And that's my thing. I just want to see it. I just want to just make it real.
Because realistically, they could be the first actual electric pickup truck to the game.
Right. If production starts in June and they,
well, no, like they're talking about like.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Delivery takes place in June.
June
right.
2021, and then I think it's 2 months later, August 2021 is the other version. So there's an R1T and the R1S.
So both the truck and the SUV.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that'd be quite impressive.
Yeah. So.
Are they using the same charging structure?
I have no idea.
I'm just curious.
I really have no idea.
Not doing their own. So
there's been so much kind of going on with them over the past few weeks. I haven't really kept up with it too much because I had nothing to bring here to report. So I kind of just read a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
But
I know
thinking about it sitting here
recently. I think the thing I seen recently about them was the fact that they sold out all their.
But again, they won't divulge what numbers.
Yeah. Yeah. It could be 12.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So.
Anything else for news? I don't think I have anything.
What do you got?
I had a small one.
Yeah.
Small one?
Carlos. Nissan Carlos.
Nissan Carlos?
Yes.
So the United Nations has sort of spoken up about his situation. I don't know if you've seen this. And they've considered that what happened to him in Japan was judicial abuse.
Judicial abuse.
Judicial abuse, yes, where the Japanese government had arrested him multiple times just to retain him and keep him in detention. And in some cases, they arrested him for the same crime. So they've spoken up on his behalf. And I don't know this personally, but I've heard some friends that as it relates to the Japanese judicial system, it's really difficult to come out of there innocent. Really difficult.
So you're guilty until proven guilty?
It sort of seems that way. I can't say that factually, but anyways, they've sort of come out and spoken in his favor.
Oh, Carlos there?
Yeah.
He's still in the Middle East, though, hanging out.
Yeah, so I was saying the UN has ruled that his...
I saw that.
Yeah, you saw that. So it was judicial abuse.
That's why I had to slip out in a cello case.
With his
they
band.
arrested the guys that snuck him out, though. Did they get off?
They did not. Yeah, I think those guys maybe are from Boston, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off. Really?
Yeah, they were from Mass.
They broke some laws. I guess you get arrested.
Yeah.
Well,
go figure.
Party on.
Go hometown pride.
YouTube's.
Time for a video. Let's just get on the Hoonigan versus Donkmaster.
Yes.
Anybody who thought Donkmaster had a chance of smoking crack. That's it.
It was far faster than I expected.
Yeah, it was like bus lengths when Ken actually gave it the balls on you in the last run.
Just remove what's-his-face, Ken, from the equation. That car is so much faster than I anticipated because any other drag racing video I saw of it, it didn't give me any perception of actual speed.
Right.
But the way Hoonigan filmed it or just having like a good quality filming
ridiculous.
Of it, I was like, even Vice. Vice did no justice. No justice at all. But they filmed it. I was like, holy shit. Okay, yeah, we get it. The Hoonicorn's fast. That donk is so fucking fast.
That donk is unbelievably fast.
Yeah.
It's just not methane-powered death machine fast.
So that donk up against anything else they've run it against, that donk would have won.
Destroyed it. Yeah. Absolutely.
But like that's
and just
how fast that car is.
Look at what it's moving. The masses that it's moving.
Yeah. Yes, it's just incredible.
I mean, they show the numbers at the beginning. You're like, yeah, well, obviously he's going to lose.
Yeah.
At one point, Donkmaster, who's like the greatest shit talker of all time, was like, hurt or someone was like, you're not gonna jump on, like you're not gonna get out in front of him.
Yeah.
And Don was like, oh, I'll get out in front of him. Like it's an all-wheel drive, like nitro car. Yeah. And then he just jumps the gun so hard it gets out in front of him for like 1 second.
Yeah.
But even the last race, and if I'm ruining it for you, whatever, it wasn't that great a video anyway.
Yeah.
Just seeing it go fast is awesome. The last race, he gives him 2 cars and like, I mean, the Hoonicorn chases him down by like 50 feet off the line.
Yeah, I'm still not convinced Ken has given it at all.
I think at the end he did.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because there was 2 car lengths, and then he beat him by like 4 buses. Like,
the shifting action is hysterical because he goes through those gears so fast.
Yeah, but it's super short, but it's just like a rally box.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, Calvo Viper, I need the 2,700 wheel horsepower Calvo Viper from a roll. That's the only car I think is going to beat this guy. No, from Dick, he just won't be able to get going. The all-wheel drive is just a cheat code in drag racing. So if you do from Calvo car 50-mile-an-hour roll.
What do we think predictions are for the Dominator, the Rob Dom?
Rob Dom seems like a really nice guy, but he just annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard for me to watch that video. I think he's just going to get destroyed. This is a Ford-backed monster thing.
I don't think Ford
racing.
gives a shit about the car at all. I don't think they care at all.
I think they care big time.
Yeah.
The biggest ad they have is that car.
This isn't an ad for Ford at all. It's only an ad for Forza.
I don't know.
The whole thing is Forza
pretty
back.
Strong ad for Ford.
Yeah, just because like the beginning of the video, yeah, it's a Ford motor, but there's no specifics.
It's
just
a Ford car.
Yeah, it's a Ford motor, but like it's not really a Ford car. It's just like a skeleton meant to kind of look like a Ford car that once was. You know, like even like the Hoonigan truck, which I wish they would bring out. Because the Hoonigan truck, I think it's way cooler than the Hoonigan, in my opinion.
Hoonigan truck is cooler, but he's backed by Ford. That's why all the shit is Ford.
But like,
if you were Ford, you'd be like, "Oh, this is great. This Ford's shitting on everything."
Yeah, this Ford shit on everyone. This Ford, you can't even come close to touching. We can't sell you anything about it. Like, you can't do
absolutely
anything.
not.
But like,
Forza, still a Ford.
Forza is at least like, hey, you can go do this in the video game. Exactly what we're doing in real life. Like, you can go do this, which they claim that inspired.
Hoonigan clowns everything. Yeah.
But the whole This vs. That series, not even including Ken, oh my God, it's gold.
Just a good idea.
It's gold.
It is hilarious. I do believe they would. I don't think they're faking it. Like, if there was a car faster, they'd let it on and let it beat it. But as I said, I think a Calvo Viper, the big dog Calvo Viper that Calvo himself drives, could beat it.
Well, that's why we're
at a roll, not from a dig. Not going to happen.
That's why we're going to announce our new series, the 0 to 60 to 0 versus the boss.
Yeah.
See if you can beat the.
You don't find out at 60 kph till we're slowing down.
Yeah.
Put some slicks on that thing, big brakes. It's going to get beat by everything. What else do we have for the old tubes?
I got one more, and then Throttle House did his E63 AMG wagon versus the RS6 wagon. It was interesting. They're both like loaned cars, not from like the actual manufacturers that are loaned from like tuning shops.
Okay.
So the E63 is black with pink accents.
What?
Yeah, I just don't. Then when I found out it was loaned, I was like, oh, thank God. Like, there's no way AMG's going that far off the rails.
Right.
So all I wanted to see was a drag race. The E63 absolutely walks it in a drag race. And then they do the silly thing where they tune the RS6.
So that's what I was going to ask. These are both bone stock, supposedly?
They were bone stock initially, and then they tuned the RS6. And apparently it then bumps it to 800 horsepower and 900 torque with the reflash.
Ooh.
And surprisingly, that beats the E63. And it looks like it's pulling a wheelie the whole time.
Really?
I mean, it is just like
that fast.
It is like adjusting trim in a boat. You're looking at the fucking sky. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it really went from the E63 pretty handily beating it to the RS6 just walking it.
Just not even.
But you can tune the E63. They just didn't.
Do you know what you can tune the E63 to?
Oh, like, at least that. Yeah.
I mean, is it comparable?
It'd probably be pretty dead even. I mean, the E63 has a bigger motor, so I think that would probably help.
Yeah.
E63 sounds better. I'm an E63 man.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about that before.
The R6 is cool as hell.
We've talked about that before with like the battle of the wagons. The E63 is like the choice because it's so understated and kind of it can be quiet about it.
Especially the non-turbo generation of it just looks like a mom wagon. I mean, it is fantastic. But anyways, it's cool. You can watch it. The Throttle House guys have been putting out some good stuff. But still, I can't sit through the whole video. And maybe that's just me with these guys, but I don't know.
I don't know if I've ever watched any video of theirs.
I mean, they put out some pretty good stuff. So and that's what I've seen recently. I watched Interstellar again. Unbelievable.
Wow. Jesus.
Cutting onions in that movie. Tough to watch.
I watched Woodstock from 1999. While I was
Woodstock 99?
Yeah, Woodstock 99.
While you're in the gulag?
While I was in the gulag.
I remember that in real life.
So do I.
Yeah.
Right.
It holds up.
When everything was burning.
It holds up.
Does it hold up?
Oh my God, it holds up. What a time to be alive.
How great was that Creed concert?
Not into Creed. I'm not into Korn either, but Korn, I didn't watch it then. Oh my god, I still not into Korn. I don't find.
Where did you see this?
It's all on YouTube.
Oh, you were deep in YouTube.
So I went. Oh yeah, you have no idea how deep I was. So I went and found like who was there.
Yeah,
and then went to YouTube and like found all this.
Oh my god,
like
you
that.
had some time.
Wow, so
I had time. I fucking
made a spreadsheet.
2.5 weeks.
Made a spreadsheet of who was there, what time they went on.
Yeah.
I was talking to someone last night about like I would gladly like hop in a time machine right now, go 30 years back, let me live out the next 30, catch the Rona, and I'm out.
Yeah.
Seriously, give me 1990 onward. Give me 66 years old. I'll take the Rona. See ya.
Yeah.
It would rock,
we'll
dude.
phone it in.
Totally rock. And I definitely go to Woodstock 99.
How cool would it have been in Woodstock 99?
It would have been hilarious. And at that point, I'd be like mid-40s. It'd be perfect Woodstock 99 guy.
Doesn't look like you would have fit in there.
It would have been great for me.
It looked like median age was 16. Yeah.
16.
Back in the 90s,
yeah.
That's how it goes.
On acid.
Man, it just looked like such a good time.
It probably was.
I bet you it was fucking
I have
awesome
to imagine.
time.
Yeah, I have to imagine it was.
Did Fat Joe perform?
Fat Joe, I believe he was on there.
Yep.
I really liked Kid Rock's performance. I'm a big Kid Rock fan. It was actually the first CD I ever owned.
Oh, dude, I was into the 14 Super Bowl halftime shows he did.
Oh, just gets better with age.
Yeah, big shout to Chevy for making that happen.
Yeah. What else did I watch on YouTube? Oh, the dude Vin from Hoonigan bought that 400,000 mile Porsche.
I didn't watch that video. It's been cramming it down my throat. Is it funny?
Oh my god, it's great. You know, I was a big hater of Hoonigan's content at first because it was all that kind of very not what I'm trying to watch. But over the years, it's changed.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion, I think it's changed, or I've opened my eyes to more of it.
Yep.
Of their content.
It's changed, but it was.
I feel like it's changed.
Too,
I feel like it's changed, but like all these like different little segments they do, it's great. I mean,
the advertising shit they do, like in their videos, like
yeah,
they just slam into the Hoonigan merchandise network, Hoonigan shopping network, and it's just. I actually watched the ads, but it's fucking hilarious.
It's hilarious.
Right,
it's not annoying and intrusive.
No, because all those guys are like they do their Dollar Shave Club thing with Soupy just being an asshole. I mean, they're all really funny.
Yeah,
they've really hit their stride. I think when they split the channel up into like a trillion different channels and they stopped doing their daily transmission where just people do donuts in their parking lot, which I watched all the damn time.
Yeah,
I was bummed, but it made their content get so much better after that.
Maybe that was the point because prior to that, I was like, I just can't. I understand every time I go anywhere, all I see is Hoonigan shit everywhere, right?
Right.
Number 43 everywhere. I get it. It's cool. Like,
yeah.
But it just wasn't for me. I felt like I kind of aged out of it.
Yeah.
Maybe earlier than I should have, but like mentally, I'm much older than I numerically am.
You're an old soul.
Yeah, we know.
But like, it's gotten a lot better, and I've enjoyed a lot of their stuff. Like I said, the This vs. That series, couldn't get enough of it. I watched every single one.
Fun.
Every single one. I watched it.
Allows them to kind of be their own instead of trying to fit into that same shoehorn. All right, here's what we need to fit for this video series. They can do their own thing, like Larry Chen's. I love those things. It's awesome.
Ryan
Larry
Turek
Chen's just
trying to
sick.
drag race an actual like drag race car, like an actual drag car.
Yeah,
like this little Yaris does not stand a chance against this thing.
Yeah,
but he gave it hell.
How deep in your isolation did you get before you started watching feature films backwards?
Feature film. I never watched feature films backwards.
Looking for messages.
I got deep into like cooking videos.
Yeah.
Like old music videos.
It's amazing when you get real desperate on YouTube how much deeper YouTube goes.
It's endless. I found the Burt Kreischer show on the All Things Comedy channel on YouTube, which I told you guys about, where it's called Something's Burning.
Yeah,
it's fucking hysterical.
Everything Burt does.
Oh my god, it's amazing. It's him, two other comedians, and they cook something, but Burt's like. He can definitely cook, but he's kind of like very forgetful about everything he's doing, and we'll just forget that like.
Hence, something's burning.
Yeah, exactly. Something's burning, or that this pasta dough needs to be kneaded, and then he just has a bowl of egg and flour, like type of thing. It's really funny. It's good conversation. He has great people on it.
I've seen a couple of those just randomly popped up. Because he did one with Billy Burr, right?
Yeah,
Billy Mozzarella Thighs over
wouldn't
there.
eat his food because Burt was like rubbing his face and cooking with the same hand, and he just wouldn't eat
Definitely had pink eye.
What's your Gulag YouTube search look like?
It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's see what else. Let's open that up. I did get to watch Irwindale FD this weekend, which was on YouTube.
Yes.
Which is awesome, man. If you get to watch it,
it's super
live,
cool. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's
super
great.
Cool.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I was like, this is great. You got
And then the cool thing is you can watch it live, but then you can watch, for instance, Adam LZ obviously films while he's there. So
Yeah.
seeing like his perspective.
I haven't
and
gotten
seeing
his
that
new
sort
one
of
yet.
Oh, you
stuff
can
that
watch it
after
live
the
while you
fact.
watch it live?
Exactly.
Hey, dog, I
yeah.
heard you like drifting?
Exactly. So
Yeah.
you can drift while you drift and watch YouTube drifting.
I mean, what do we got? Mirko Krokop versus Vanderlei Silva in
Oh, you
2002.
watched that? Oh my God! Is
I
that
mean,
that?
Mirko-
Is that Pride?
2002.
That's a
Listen,
Pride
yeah,
fight,
let's
right?
be clear. Mirko Krokop actually killed a man. So
Yes, yes.
yeah, it like legitimately killed a man
Yeah,
with
yeah.
his hands.
Yeah.
So I mean, don't want to be involved
And
in that.
Vanderlei Silver.
Uh,
Did you watch that video?
no, that's not available.
And Vanderlei Silver's no
Believe me, I
slouch.
tried.
He's
Like,
no
that-
slouch.
That's yeah.
He gets tooled up though. So
Yeah.
what do I got here? Louder with Crowder. I have tons of his videos there. I mean, I've got so much, Hoonigan videos, UFC videos. Oh my God. Truck stop sex workers with Theo Vaughn. Gold.
Oh,
Literally
my
gold.
God. Wait, does he go and talk to truck stop sex workers?
He talks to a female truck driver who talks to him about truck stop sex
no
workers.
way. God, Theo
Called,
Vaughn's.
called lot lizards, to be
Oh,
clear.
my God.
Yeah, to be called lot lizards.
Theo Vaughn's is just a southern god.
Yeah. The show Sorted, got caught up on that.
Sorted's good,
There's only
yeah.
3
Sorted.
episodes
What the hell
there.
was that?
That was the Rob Ferretti, Matt Farah, and
Oh,
Amelia
okay.
something
Yeah,
show.
Yeah. Which actually turned out to be quite good. I've been enjoying it 3 episodes in.
Oh, man, third episode where they drive that Viper.
yeah.
And
yeah.
what's his face? What's the kid driving there?
Tanner Faust?
Tanner Faust is just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with this thing. That is fast.
Yeah. He was
But
the
that-
Super too. The Super he was
the
like, yeah.
modified turbos, obnoxious. I can't believe it was faster than that Viper, but it's all-wheel drive. So.
Yeah. Lots of different tech videos. New York City rat taking pizza home. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that video.
Yes, I have. Have you seen? But did you see the performance art piece of
Yes.
the gentleman
I did see
recently?
that.
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
2 Chainz, Can't Go For That, featuring Ty Dolla $ign. Someone sent that to me. I don't know who. but
Masterpiece.
It was pretty cool.
You can try it out in the mirror stereo.
Well, Papadakis did some videos. He did the intake manifold, and he did how EFI fuel pumps work,
Yep.
which is super interesting.
Yeah, that's
crazy
cool.
interesting. I mean, yeah, I'm deep now. Oh, the Chris Harris. I finally finished a part 2 of Chris Harris' Life on Cars
I was going.
with Johnny Smith
Yep.
from the Left Break Show or Late Break Show, not Left Break Show.
You were deep into Infowars podcast?
No, yeah, no. I did get caught up on a lot of podcasts. though.
day.
Yeah, I did get caught up on a lot of podcasts. So I was
Nice.
Doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah, great.
No,
cool.
I wasn't bad.
High-speed internet.
I don't know. I repainted my bathroom, built a closet. I did a bunch of stuff.
Third floor in the home.
Yeah.
It's a flower box if the building inspector comes around.
Polo happens to be red now.
Yeah.
Anything else for YouTubes? I haven't been watching much YouTubes other than sending Chuck LEG into house wicked car scene.
Oh,
videos.
wicked.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Wicked.
I can't wait to
Wicked.
fucking watch that whole movie again.
It's incredible. Want to get into the
It's the
main topic. Main topic.
Nah.
Skip it. As I said at the top of the hour, we were each tasked to come up with some cars to fill a garage for the $100,000.
So we go. I think we should go garage by garage, and then we can each criticize each other's garages.
I like it. I like that idea.
Whose garage is opening up?
I mean, I'll do mine first.
Yeah, let's do that.
My garage. I've written a presentation, as you can see here.
Okay.
No, my garage. I was going for different driving experiences. You know,
Yes, which is probably the smart thing.
because
to
I
do.
don't want all the same thing. Because you could easily be like, I want an E30 M3, a Lotus Exige.
Right.
I want all track cars. Fuck them.
Right.
I went for different driving experiences, but probably ended up with all those anyways. Let's start with the beginning. We have $100,000 to spend.
Yep. So rules. You have $100,000. You don't need to buy a daily. This is purely to fill a garage with cars that you are interested in.
Right? You put that $100,000 down, GT3 RS, you pay the payment, your garage is done.
Interesting way to go about it.
No, that's not what I did, but
But if it was-
that is the correct way to do it.
Yeah.
What I did, first bit of money's going down. I'm taking $60,000. I'm buying the rattiest 996 GT3 I can buy. You can actually buy decent ones for that kind of money.
60 grand's a big chunk of that, 100K.
Yeah, you know how I roll.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
a big chunk.
But the thing about the 996 GT3s is scratches a lot of itches. It's a Porsche, so you can get the ladies.
Yep.
It is
The men.
made to have the shit kicked out of it. And it's ugly. So you don't have to worry about the value going
That's
up.
opinion based.
Well,
I don't think
it's ugly either.
Yeah.
So I'd go with that. 60 grand, I think it scratches a lot of itches, all right? Then I take another up to $8,000 and I buy a Mira TRXX Avanzato.
You don't say. You don't say.
This car is that great.
Instant great.
For up to $8,000,
Yeah.
you could probably buy the nicest one on the planet, I'm assuming. Maybe even 1.5.
Pete, you see a lot of them out there, or?
You can buy an Alto Works if you're a piece of shit.
They come up once in a while, but not that often in that color combo.
Okay.
What color combos are typical?
I've seen a lot of all black.
I'm in.
But the red over black, I can't say that I've seen more than 2 total.
Booyaka
wow.
One of which is right outside.
Booyaka,
Yeah.
booyaka. But it is so much fun, and I've been driving it a bunch. It gets the slow car fast. It's probably going to come sillily modified like this thing has, and I got to spend at least a day ripping wires out of under the dash with Kyle. K cars are a lot of fun. Slow car fast. You're already going to GT3. What else are you going to buy that's fast?
Right.
All right. So that's $8,000. Then I take 22 strategically placed $1,000, and I buy E39 M5.
Okay.
E39 M5 makes the noise, does the thing, put the family in it.
Yeah.
And it's just one of the all-time greats as far as I'm concerned. And at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm good. However, I realized I had $10,000 left. So you know what I put that $10,000 on? The best Suzuki Cappuccino ever built, because I have a convertible now. That's it. You get a bunch of unique stuff. Half the fleet's right-hand drive. Everybody's great.
That's
$10,000. I was
solid.
like, I could skip some of the stuff, rearrange stuff to get an E36 M3, but I got a GT3. I don't want an E36
right.
M3.
Right.
So you have a top-down car. You have a 4-door for the whole family that rips. You have a little K car that's hilarious to drive on weekends and stuff, and you're not going to go to prison in, maybe. And then you have a 996 GT3. It's a monster. Boosh. That is my garage. I thank you for your time.
Tough lineup to be critical of.
I just want to drive and experiences. You know, if you had to factor in like a daily, you could do some shit, but we didn't have to.
Right. That's pure fun.
Cappuccino's the only thing that I'm just like, I've never been that fascinated by him.
So-
All the other cake things fascinate me. The cappuccino's just like, I just don't.
You're not thinking of a Figaro, because Figaros
No.
are the weird things.
No, the Figaro I like.
Really?
The Figaro, I'm big
That
into the Figaro.
Cappuccino's cool, because it's literally like the motor in that TRXX, but it's in a convertible and lighter.
Yeah.
How bad is this E39?
22? It's seen worse.
A little bad.
Seen
But not
worse.
quite bad.
Yeah.
What about an E34 Euro spec?
I don't like E34s.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm the only 34 lover in this room.
Oh, E34 over E39 all day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, that is.
Thank you. Well, I got a homie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, touring diesel. Give it to me.
Wait, a who?
A touring diesel.
Oh, I'm talking M5.
Yeah, I'm talking M5
Yeah, but like
too.
a touring diesel E34.
No.
I'm talking, no, listen, you're alone now. Now you're a man on an island.
Okay.
No.
But even still, M5 for M5. Give me the E34.
No. What?
Yeah, I'm an E34 M5
What's
guy.
wrong with you guys? Have you driven E39 M5s?
I've driven a E39 M5 and an S54 E34 M5.
S54 doesn't count. E39
yeah,
M5 is one of the greatest cars ever built, hands down. It's the best M5.
Yeah, but
I don't own it, and I'll still call it the best M5.
it doesn't have that same falling apart feel that the E34 has, though.
Oh, the
Because that's what makes it
E34 is
special. That
terrible.
nice cardboard glue interior smell.
Yeah, that E34, I'm just
I've owned an E34
very
and
impartial.
had a lot of experience with an E34 M5, and it's just not for me. I think if I could get an E34 M5 that is the 3.8 with the 6-speed, I'd still take the E39 M5.
Wow.
Yeah, I would probably spend all my $100,000 on finding that 3.8 6-speed. And
I mean, a 3.8 6-speed's a great car in a vacuum without the E39.
I'd still go E34 M5.
Thank you for coming on my TED Talk.
Yeah.
Next garage. Who wants to?
UMP?
I saw you got a long list.
You got a long list. I like a long list.
He's
I
smart with his money.
I went for quantity over quality all day long.
I thought about
Okay.
doing just straight Japanese import bullshit, and I was like, man, it would just be the most ridiculous list ever.
Yeah, it definitely.
Oh, let's go. I can't see any words, but I can see how long it is. Let's go.
So it is. There's a bit of Japanese bias here, but for me, it was all about completely emotional stuff that, in some cases not practical at all. And I was like a kid in a candy store.
I mean, let's be honest, $100,000 for.
I need you to get $300,000 bucks.
That's,
I know
it's
that's
100 Ks maybe.
That's
That goes a long way on car from Japan.
Yeah, there's some Ks in here. So it will start out. I need a wheelbarrow. So why not get a 1995 Daihatsu Hi-Jet dump truck for $3,500?
Yeah. Jesus, here we go.
Right?
Yes.
You got to do
100%.
You got to do mulch, right? You drive that thing to the yard.
It's
hey kid, give me a quad bucket, right? You bring it home, you drive it over your lawn, and you dump it. It's a perfect wheelbarrow, right?
Paradise.
It's a very utilitarian. Yeah, it's a tool.
It's a dumper, baby.
Yep. Next up, I got a 1986 Nissan Fire Brigade for $5,000. Who wouldn't want their own fire truck?
If you could put their own fire at your own
seriously.
house.
Hey,
Can't depend on the government anymore.
Yeah,
Got my own truck.
That's right. If you're in California, you want your own fire truck.
That's true.
Okay? I don't know what I'm going to do with this
Imagine
thing.
you could charge people privately in the neighborhood.
Uber Fire.
Uber Fire.
Uber Fire. Yeah.
I'm on fire. I need to pick up immediately.
Use the Uber Fire app.
Dude, I got you 300 gallons. Let's go.
I was gonna say, how much does they hold? 300
do it.
gallons?
I don't. It's.
Imagine trying to move 300 gallons.
I don't even.
The
I'm not even
sloshing.
sure,
It's got 600 cc's, buddy. It's going to be fun.
Oh my God.
Imagine when that water moves.
Remember how
what's gonna happen?
I was just gonna say. Remember how we were talking about the moose tests?
Yeah.
Imagine stopping.
Dude, it's $5,000. It's got the red light on it still and the siren. It's got like 3,000 miles. Who wouldn't want that?
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
The fire brigade.
You can use it for bachelor parties, too.
And continuing on the practical truck theme, to clean my gutters.
Yes.
I want a 1996 Nissan Vanette boom truck for $6,200.
Oh,
Is that the scissor lift?
No, it's the bucket truck.
It's a boom.
Oh,
it's a
bucket
truck.
okay.
I want to clean my gutters with a bucket truck.
Yeah.
I got to prune some trees. I'm going to get in the bucket.
I'm guessing that's not an insulated boom.
Yeah,
Just in
probably
case
not.
you run into some
probably
power
not.
lines.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
But
But
stay away from the wires.
Yeah. Just be cautious. Head on a swivel. And if you get
conti-
burnt, you can just use the fire truck.
Exactly.
continuing on with the Japanese theme, this one's a little bit more serious, fun car to drive. I don't know. Recently, I've really taken a liking to R31s. I need a 1987 Nissan Skyline.
Yeah, those things are hilarious.
I love it. Love it. Got to have one. Going mid-grade, so to speak. Another Nissan, 1999 Nissan Stagea 260 RS. Who does not want an RB26 station wagon?
Okay, what's the Stagea 260 RS cost?
I found one for $27,000.
We'll talk off air.
Yeah.
We got to do a VIN swap, kid. It's a 99.
Listen,
We'll send it in through Canada.
I got a guy.
You got a guy?
I got a guy in
You got a
Florida.
guy.
It's state
You got a guy.
legal.
Yeah.
Totally state legal.
Yep. But who wouldn't want to?
That's a brilliant car.
Yeah, that one's definitely on a serious note. That one's definitely on a want list. All right, little curveball here. Talking about small cars that are fast. 1991 Oldsmobile Cutlass Calais W41.
Tell us about the W41.
It was
Like Callaway?
Calais.
Oh, okay.
There were 200 of them built for homologation, so they could run IMSA, Firehawk, SCCA, and all that. It's 190 horsepower, limited slip, 342 ratio. In the same year, it was faster in the quarter mile than the Z28, the Mustang GT, the Ferrari Mondial. It's an awesome little car that almost nobody knows about.
What year?
1991.
Oh shit!
It's a cool little car.
It is quite different.
Yeah,
That's Josh code for looked great.
it's quirky.
It's
It's definitely quirky.
Yeah, it's
What
quirky.
can you pick one up for?
And I can see why nobody would knew essentially.
About 6,500.
Oh wow, there we go.
Yeah,
Jeez.
and you can vintage race with it too.
just watch me.
Yep, go vintage racing. All right, next up, 1991, as I like to call it, Mitsubishi Delicious Star Wagon. Gotta have a Mitsubishi van.
Oh yeah,
Big turbo van.
The Mitsu
Yeah.
vans are sick.
Yeah, $5,300.
The big boys.
Yeah. Continuing with the quirkiness, this is just emotional. It's completely
You spent
wrong.
20 grand so far.
yeah. This is completely wrong on paper. Okay, completely wrong.
Love it.
I want an 84 Maserati bi-turbo.
No, you
Oh,
want it.
man.
Maserati
I
White.
want one.
Yeah.
I want one.
Do you have 50 grand
Yeah.
to fix it?
I found one for I found one for $6,000.
Oh no, yeah, you can buy one.
Yeah, buy one for $6,000. So I there was a quote.
You
that
just
I
get
saw.
to look at it. You don't get
Yeah.
to drive
Those are
it.
hilarious cars.
Yeah, Ferrari design with Corolla performance. Who wouldn't want one? Coming to the end of the list, I got a 1998 Hino Ranger 2-car hauler.
Oh,
boy.
yeah, those
Who
things are
does
sick.
not want a 2-car hauler?
I'm amazed how many of those things pop up on
it's
Car
so
from Japan.
it's so good. Last couple,
Yeah, we should get
93 Toyota Mark II with a 1JZ all-wheel drive. Take it to the hill, kid.
Toyota Mark II. What is?
So Chaser.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mark II would be
All-wheel drive 1J.
Yeah, all-wheel drive
That would be
1J
pretty fun.
at 4,200. Yeah, all day long.
Nice
We're
set
gonna
of
have all sorts of
snows on
talks on
there.
the podcast.
All day long. And then the last one, Suzuki Jimny.
Yeah,
definitely
Jimmy's,
Suzuki
Jimmy's a
Jimny.
strong play.
Suzuki
I could have done
Jimny.
that instead of the cappuccino on mine.
So what I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 11 cars for $100,000.
So it sounds like the house right now.
Yeah, completely emotional.
Good
not
thing is,
practical.
short of the boom truck, the fire truck, the dump truck, you can fit everything else in the garage.
Yeah, I'm gonna start my own DPW works.
Yeah.
Just building
I
a
mean,
city.
seriously, you do your private town. Yeah.
City
Private public works.
Yeah. You could just service your neighborhood.
Yeah.
I like it. That's a solid play.
Yeah, that was quite good.
What do you got?
Big seat.
I have quite a few overlaps here.
Oh boy.
So
I figured.
let me start with the first list. So I thought I'm going to build cars that I already own, but that's boring. So I had a R32 94493, but changed my mind to that. So Chuck's 996, you can buy a 996 GT3 Cup for $30,000.
Don't they not
cup?
have VINs?
So what?
All right. I
Yeah,
got a guy.
that's-
State
that's-
title
I got a
911.
If he's looking for a car to
It's
suit
state
a-
legal. So you're gonna buy a 996 GT3 Cup for 30.
Factory built Porsche race car for $30,000.
That's a play.
That's
It's an
quite
eggy
good.
eye, but I mean, so what? So I figured, well, there's my race car. Needs something fun. Could have done a Delica. Land Cruiser 80 series turbo
Ah.
diesel.
Is this to bring it to and from the racetrack?
Dude,
Exactly.
This is
So-
the one we were just looking at, right?
That was a 70.
That was a 70.
Yeah,
Oh,
so it's just like
80's the uglier one.
it's the big ugly one.
Yeah.
So that's all I could think about. So I'm like, well, I got some. Well, first Nana Cup's 30K. Land Cruiser I think was like 30 or 35. Use the rest of that money, buy a trailer, deck it out,
Oh, get a live-in
For
trailer.
transport.
just live in that.
Then you'd be
There you go.
It's all I need. Yeah, I mean,
you'd be like the guy with the Mitsubishi Pandejo and the Evo on the back.
Yeah.
it's perfect. What more could you need?
Not really much. I've been sweating Land Cruisers recently. Don't
They're
know
pretty
why.
Sweet.
Ever
They are
since
pretty sweet.
ever since we did the other exercise and I was looking at them, I'm like, man, I'd love one of those.
They're
They're
expensive
awesome.
though.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they hold their value. I was driving the GTR into somewhere, stuck in traffic next to a guy in a Land Cruiser. He rolls down the window to talk to me, and he's talking to me in my car. I'm like, hey, not for nothing. I've been sweating these trucks really bad. I was like, stole it, got it for $10,000, man. I was like, shit, that thing is
Geez, 10
sick.
grand, really?
So
And he's like, I trade for that though. I'd rather have that. Like, not in the winter, you wouldn't.
I mean, that's all you need because you can live in your garage now. Go
Oh,
to the track,
100%.
travel the country.
Yeah.
You know,
You'd be a god.
yeah, that's gonna track night champion. Show up the track night with the cup car.
Every single. Oh my god! You're like the
Hit the
Happy Gilmore at the driving range.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just taking people's money at the track night.
Yeah, all the stock cars. Get out of the way.
I mean, I think that's great. That's a great life choice.
Yeah, I mean, there's,
That's not only a garage. That's a good life choice.
yeah.
Right. Solid. Yeah.
It's a way to live.
Instead of tiny houses, track houses.
Track house.
I mean, you can live in
all.
the Land Cruiser if you want to.
absolutely can.
Yeah. That actually sounds semi-responsible.
Yeah, I mean, a toner would be cool, but that's still like 200,000 plus. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
not
take out a
budget.
loan.
oh yeah, does that 100,000 include a $200,000 loan?
Yeah, of
Cour's
course.
got a good idea.
Could be a
Down
$100,000
payment.
down payment.
Yeah, there you go.
Realistically, yeah,
Oh,
it could have
wow.
been $100,000
Money's
down
cheap.
payment.
All right, I want
Yeah.
a 991 cup then.
Yeah.
Done.
All right, let's see what I got here. Obviously, the king of them all. I'm going to go with a 1993 Ford Mustang SVT Cobra.
Oh, man.
This one in particular, it is in Texas. It is $35,000. It is a teal car.
Is it a parking lot full of them?
Oh, no, it is one and one only. It has 40,000 miles on it. This thing is absolute beauty. It's perfection personified in sheet metal. It is amazing. This is exactly what I would purchase. Literally, if you had to be like, hey, is there anyone you can have? It'd be this one right here. And for $35,000, I have so much money left over.
Is it white interior?
No, it's gray. It's gray. No, they didn't do the white on the teal. I think that'd been a little too flashy.
Yeah, it's like a Cavalier spec.
Yeah, it's a little too flashy.
It's Malibu spec.
Yeah. I would then take $25,000 and I would find the absolute best Bentley Arnage that I could find.
You go Arnage?
I go Arnage Red Label.
Best one's not one.
Yeah. Arnage Red
They're
Label.
so
This is
fucking
what I'm
cool.
going to move the family around in.
Arnage Turbo.
Yeah. I don't have a family, so I don't need to move anyone. And it doesn't need to move, but it's what I would move the family around in.
What are you paying for the Arnage?
25.
Are they out there for that?
Oh my, they're out there for a lot less than that. I'm trying to at least get one that'll run for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're really cool looking cars.
Not one that just shows up broken.
At least get you happy about the purchase at first.
Yeah. I would then take another 25 grand and I would purchase an S2000. Now, for 25 grand, you can get a hell of an S2000. However, it would have to have a factory hardtop.
Yep.
I never really cared about this until Chuck's brother bought an OEM hardtop, and I was like, oh, now I get why it's a factory part.
Yeah, way better.
Oh, yeah, it just makes sense. It fits. It looks perfect. And S2000's the hardtops just look...
You don't want to pay for the $10,000 spoon one? This probably fits like rat ass as well.
Probably.
Duraflex has one too.
What's that?
Duraflex has one too.
That's the one.
Duraflex does?
Yeah, who's the one who makes like it's a full like hatchback?
That's a
one?
spoon
Yeah,
one.
that's
Is it
I
the
think
spoon one?
Jay's Racing may have one too.
Mm.
Yeah, there's like a Mugen one as
I was gonna
well.
say
That's
Mugen,
pretty
I
interesting.
Oh, the Mugen one's also just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
But I would have to have an OEM hardtop. I don't care what year, AP1, AP2, none of that bullshit matters. You just have to have a factory hardtop. And then my final 15, I would spend it on a Mark III Golf 16 valve imported from Europe,
Which you can,
which
They're
you can
out
certainly
there.
do.
Yep.
For
That-
15?
For 15. I'm including importation fees.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah. No, 16 valve, like an ABS and Mark III, it's a lot of money.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's a lot of money for Mark III.
Yeah.
You got to really want one.
And hope it survives
The trek over.
make sure it's seaworthy.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that'd be my $100,000 garage just like that. Nice, clean, easy, simple. I'd be happy to clam and shit.
I'm gonna be
Pig and shit, but
clam and shit,
Yeah.
pig and shit, same thing.
it's all the same thing.
Yeah,
I'd be
that's fine.
such a happy guy.
See, my problem is I'm a bit of a scatterbrain,
All right.
and my, dare I say, wants and needs, car-wise, change quite frequently.
What are you at today?
Well, today I found an M2 comp
Okay.
for 55
All right.
with 2,000 miles on it, so I went, let's start off with that.
Start off with the big ticket
That
item.
could be the big ticket item.
Wow, my big ticket item was the Mustang.
so that's the thing. It's just like I thought about going Pete's way too. Like you could buy 25 cars if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
It's like going to 5 and dime.
Yeah, exactly. right, exactly. Like the Dollar Tree of
How
cars.
many Miatas you want?
Yeah.
Right. So you could do that, or you could have, let's call it the going out car.
Mhm.
Right. That'd be the M2. But then again, I, as usual, get obsessed with M3s, and now I'm obsessed with the E92, all because of that goddamn plenum that Evolve makes that I still want to buy. So I'd buy an E92 for $26,000. And then again, I'm on that same kick recently of just little car. I want an Acti because I think Actis are cool and it'd be very fun.
Like
And
a
it could
pickup
be
or
a bit-
van?
Pickup. And it could be very utilitarian-esque, as we know. You can grab a Christmas tree, put some wood in there.
About to grab a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
2 days.
It might go to IKEA with me too. I don't know. We got to figure
Oh
that
yeah,
out.
the IKEA trip plan.
So that could be utilized. So that would be about $4,000. Oh, the M2 is 55. E92 found a very nice one for 26. And then the Acti was 4,000. And then I finished it off.
I don't know. You're buying a super nice Acti.
You can,
Includes import, right?
yeah.
4,000 get you home.
Yeah, that's home. I think that was
Pete's
the
shaking
home
his head.
price.
He's like, "Oh, are you kidding me? $4
Oh,
grand."
Jay.
We can get you a ratty one for even less.
Dirt lot
And-
throwdown Acti.
And last but not
Parked in the
least, Honda Beat.
Oh, a Honda
Oh,
Beat.
Honda
There you
Beat.
go. That's a good
Honda
one.
Beat's a great value.
Nice little car.
10,000 RPM redline, I think,
Yeah.
on that thing.
Just whirl it around. You could use it in our K Series racing league.
Did we all have convertibles? No, you didn't. You didn't have a convertible, obviously. You went,
Does a shower count as convertible?
Yeah.
There's no top on it.
but you didn't have one either. So just the three of us.
Yeah. And it's odd because I despise convertibles.
I'm not a big convertible guys, but different experience.
think
However, in a little car, it's
If
fun.
it's built as convertible from the factory,
Correct.
it's different though. I mean,
S2000.
if you take an E46 convertible, it's just soggy.
Wet noodle.
It's a plain car with 2 bricks on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. That was my list. I have like $9,000 left, but I'll just put it into the
Well,
garage.
obviously get another actor or two.
I could get a boom truck. I could get a fire truck. I could get another 9 K cars.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was it. I just and
Maybe
that could
a
change
second cappuccino.
because I also went down that route of like, oh, I'll just get a GT3. That's pretty good. Could get a pretty damn good one for 100K or a little less, and then get something else on the side. There's so many different things.
But then you wouldn't be that weird guy with all the shitty cars.
That's true. That's true.
I'm trying to be.
I
And a
like-
GT3.
I like the idea of having those, like you said, a feeling. Just weird ass emotional, like, especially it it's funny. You can start conversations with different things. They're very appealing to a lot of people. Go out, and I'm sure Chuck will realize he drives the Tony Danza, who's the boss, all over the place. He's gonna have a bunch of people going, "Hey, my son, what is that?"
Yeah, Bison.
It's
Yeah.
You described it after the test drive in the van. It's the smiles per gallon.
Oh yeah,
all day
for
long.
sure.
All
That,
day long.
Still to this day, that me, Chuck, and Corey in that van was just hilarity the entire time.
Oh, yeah, we get to put plates on that fucking thing.
So what
That
kind
van's
of
beautiful.
mirror can you build for 100K though?
What kind of mirror?
Like,
my
are you
God.
putting old Nismo logo parts on there?
What, on that thing?
Yeah.
If you would have spent 100K in that car, I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't look like it that anymore.
You can have a digital display, but
I saw pretty much the most tricked out mirror I saw. There's one with like a 2-liter turbo motor in the front of it. I was thinking, someone mentioned the other day, you just K-swap it. And all of a sudden, it would be
but-
ridiculous.
K's
I
a
think
big
the little
engine. in
turbos
front
what
of that
makes
thing.
I
it
know.
cool though.
What's
I
that?
think the little turbo is what makes
The little
it cool.
turbo is what makes it cool.
I think a K would ruin it, like it does everything else.
It would. I think it would fit. The Mighty Car Guys did one in a freaking Mini Cooper, like an original one, so it'd probably fit. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not an all engine guy. I'm a hairdryer man myself. So if you put $100,000 in that car, I mean, you could Louis Vuitton the whole interior.
You got like MCS 4-way remote reservoirs on there.
You could got the
Y'all
whole
trying to
thing.
make me some suspension?
Got the whole thing. Yeah, repaint it from the ground up. Put a little jungle gym inside. Give it some extra power.
You get deep enough to make it a Pulsar GTIR. That's how
You're
badass
very-
you could make
right.
it.
That's a perfect car that nobody made.
I did remember that. It's too much money. Because if I
Right.
bought that, I have to take 3 other things off the list.
I got so
If I bought that
Too much
engine,
money at $12,000.
they've gotten significantly more expensive.
I'm not giving up that damn boom truck.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah,
Not for a Pulsar. No way.
I can't let that
no way,
fire
no
truck
how.
go.
I was even looking like last week. I was like, how much do these things go up for? They've gone up so much in value.
The Pulsars?
Yeah, they're so
Yeah,
expensive
you
now.
can't scoop them anymore.
No.
What do they cost now?
I think you're probably going to pay mid to high teens.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I seen it all like
They used to
18
be cheap.
18 to 20, some even 25 with like lower miles and like cleaner versions of them.
Jesus.
Yeah, they're expensive now.
It's like R32s.
Well, that's the thing. It's like if you're gonna spend 20 grand for it, I mean, how much more can you get an R32 for?
You can get, you can probably get a GTST or a really, really rough
R?
GTR.
Yeah,
Like maybe rotted out GTR
Oh.
at that price.
They got a
It's
little,
just-
like little rust work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's the market's gone crazy, but not just Skylines, like Sylvia's.
everything everything has. Yeah,
it's insane. It's insane.
it doesn't matter what it is. If it's coming from there, it's like it's just got this
Yeah.
huge price tag on it now.
Once the switch flips to 25 years, all of a sudden it just. Have you seen any of the videos on YouTube? The company in Japan, Trust Kikaku, this guy's essentially just hoarding Skylines.
I watched one video.
Yeah, he's got a parking lot that I don't even know at this point. It may have several hundred Skylines and just buying and he's banking on them continuing to go up, and he's sort of taking up as much supply as he can. He sells parts as well, sell cars, but it's amazing how many he has there. It's mind-boggling.
Well, it's becoming, and I've heard from multiple people now that it's hard to get them out of Japan. Like I know one of our buddies got one from Russia. Like,
Yep.
you get them from other places
Yeah.
now because it's not selling for reasonable
Yeah.
in Japan.
Yeah, the prices, but yeah, a lot of stuff there's a lot of things that are climbing. So, that's why I like to scoop the bottom of the barrel. I want cheap K's, and I want
K's are the way. They're going up.
Yeah,
It's an investment.
So, I wanted to ask you, what are some cars that are coming up for that 25-year next year? Is there anything that you're
I'm trying to blow the spot up right now.
oh, just maybe some of that he's like eyeball thinking like, oh shit, that's available next year.
So some of the sort of not the Gen 1 of the second year R33s, some of the 96
Yeah.
R33s. I don't know that there was any particular model that may have launched in that year that would be desirable. Like nothing comes to mind off the top of my head. You still got time to wait for the R34, the Stagia, stuff like that.
Facelift Acti.
Yeah, there's facelift. Yeah, so facelift. You can get the upgraded Acti.
Is that bigger headlights?
It's a bigger headlight. It has sort of a light below, all the way across the bottom of the headlight, so to speak. So you get a facelift. But I don't think there's anything off the top of my head. There's nothing that turns 25 next year that I can think of, unless there's something like really niche, like maybe, I don't know. I haven't really been, as much as I enjoy listening to them, I'm not much of a Mazda person, but I don't know if maybe there's a 96. I don't know if 96 was a year changeover in the Mazda or not. I don't remember. But certainly nothing I can think of in the Nissan world that's coming up. Yeah, facelift, probably facelift Acti. I did. There was a couple that I came across and just things didn't work out. But I'm actively looking for a replacement to the last van because I want to go facelift. So I'm actively looking. Haven't quite found the thing that I want yet. He's got barely 25. It's coming in 2 weeks. He's getting a December 1995 car that comes in a couple weeks. So it's just going to tick 25 when it gets in the door.
Yep.
It's his new daily.
The E36,
yeah,
right?
Bad decision, Chris.
Oh, that thing's
daily.
coming through. Yeah.
Yep. And then we've got another R33. We got a sedan coming end of the year, and then on a whim, I didn't even put it on my list. On a whim, a Nissan President because I want to see what this VIP life is all about.
Right.
Trying to live that VIP life.
Yeah, I got to see what it's all about. It needs underglow and needs the mirror fenders and all that stuff.
And you need the presidential flags going.
Yeah,
from
exactly.
mirrors
Rising sun flags.
The diplomat. Yeah,
rising. Yeah, for sure.
I was gonna also ask you, no G bodies on your list?
No, I had one and I sold it. My only G body, I sold it. What was it? April or May of this year.
Yeah.
Limited edition. It was only 3,000 of those made.
Yeah.
But it went off to a good home that was going to finish the restoration. Just was never going to get to it.
That's it. Right.
Yeah, never going to get to it. Yeah, there's not too much that other than that one that I already had. I'm not sure there's any other G body I'd go for. I know you talked about El Caminos last week.
Yeah.
You can do some of the stuff's interchangeable. I mean, you can make an El Camino pretty quick. But yeah, no G bodies for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, for 1996, I don't know. Is there anything you can think of that's turning 25?
Yeah, I think Evo 4 is 96, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Evo 4 is
First
good,
of the boxy ones.
but 5's the one to have. The big fog lights.
The one that doesn't look like the, what is it, the
June?
Blank.
Jun?
No, what's that Mitsubishi that looks like an Evo, but it's not?
Lancer.
It was sold as something else. I can't remember what it's called. No,
Yeah.
it's you call them like a baby Evo here. You do the swamp on them. I don't know. Yeah, Mirage. It's
Mirage. Yeah.
It's the first that doesn't look like a Mirage.
Yeah. The 5 is the one that comes with just the massive fog lights. I really want one.
The 4 has big ones too, but they're not 5 size.
Right. You gotta go for the biggest.
4, if I'm thinking of the right one.
6.
Oh, yeah. So 4 is okay. 5 is the one. Yeah.
5's the one to have. I think it has anti-lag from the factory.
Right, because
5's a disaster.
This one still kind of, it almost looks like a Galant in ways.
Yeah,
it has a little bit of Galant left
too,
in it.
Yeah, a bit too.
It's that rear wing.
And a bit too round up front. Yeah, the 5's the way to go, for sure. Wanted to get in some questions?
Yeah, well, listeners, hit us with your list, man. You want to come up with a 100K list, let us know. We'll let you know how bad of an idea you came up with, you know?
Yeah. What works, what doesn't work. And again, I can change my list in about 10 minutes.
By the time your list comes in, Josh's list will be changed.
I'll be changed like 4 times over. Let me go to our questions. Let me pull this. Holy smokes. Let's hope these are good because there's a lot of them.
Oh, it's good because we ended up putting it up late and we still got some good, good stuff there.
Gonna have some work to do.
Some
I think
good
everybody's
participation.
Everybody's at home brining their turkeys.
Dry brine.
Dry brine. That's where it's at. Justice Beaver.
Justice Beaver 69.
He actually just writes, how about the Donkmaster versus Hoonigan video, which we went into pretty deep.
Absolutely.
Jojo Mark II.
Jojo Mark II.
Who's excited for leftover Thanksgiving sandwiches? Also, have a great Thanksgiving, boys. So,
Well, everybody's got 20-pound turkeys and 3 people, so there's going to be a lot of leftover sandwiches.
Thank you, Joe. Have a great Thanksgiving yourself.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for listening to us on Thanksgiving, those of y'all who out there doing that right now.
That's true.
We're
Yeah.
glad to be part of this festive day.
Hopefully you're not shutting down bridges, doing donuts and all that.
Real cranberry or fake cranberry?
Fake.
Fake. Yeah, you
My
got.
mom makes real every year. I'm just like, nah, I don't.
Yeah, you got to go that canned fake.
Yeah, you got to
There's
slice.
no-
you got to slice that on your sandwich.
Yeah, exactly.
All day long.
Yeah.
I like the fake for that, but as far as the plate meal, I like the real.
Gotcha.
Do you on the plate?
I love the real cranberry.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love fake. I just eat
Yeah.
straight up.
But that, like you
That's
said,
all
that
year
slice
thing.
for that sandwich, it's ideal.
Stick a straw in
We
there.
live in cranberry country, boys.
Yeah.
All year long.
That's true. It's true. Ocean spray. Shouts to my dad.
Just dog face.
Big
Justice
shouts.
Beaver 69 again.
Justice
Most
Beaver.
underrated Thanksgiving dish. A dish that should be included that isn't.
Gravy. Oh, that's just the best. Corn souffle.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because mine was cornbread, anything like
Or
that.
tacos.
cornbread.
Or taco. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Just tortillas. I can make my own at the table.
as Corey and I were talking earlier off air.
Ooh.
I'm on a big ham kick. I'd like to just add ham to Thanksgiving.
Really? I'm not a
Yeah.
ham guy.
I
Just
love
add
ham.
ham. Nice
Little honey ham?
Big pork
honey
fan.
ham, spiral ham. Doesn't matter.
Ham of any sort? Prosciutto?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ham it up.
Prosciutto.
Pressed ham.
Pressed ham doesn't matter.
Spam.
You name the ham.
Big fan of spam. Yeah.
Spam in the house, spam
Are
and
you
eggs.
familiar with pressing a ham term?
No.
No, that's when you put your ass on a window, get glass, and squish it up against it.
Yeah.
Pressing a ham.
Yeah. You shouldn't have told me that because now. Yeah.
Oh my God, we got a glass door up front too.
You got to prep for the pressed ham with Manscaped.
Yeah.
Gonna get that pressed ham looking right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show up and it's gonna just look like two fine Christmas hams.
We can reply to Manscaped with an inspection picture of just how did I do?
Is this how it's supposed to work? Wait, I'm not supposed to stick the weed whacker up there?
Yeah, looking for you
We
2
need
cents.
some how-to videos on that.
TDs
Jeez.
just writes, why do I want a C10 so badly?
Because you live in
Good luck,
Florida.
That's
buddy.
true, man.
Yeah, good luck.
Because you want that, what's that coloctoline? I forget what it's called. Remember? There was like the lean.
Oh, yeah. The South Carolina lean.
Yeah, there was like another Floridian
C10s
term.
are pretty badass. I don't think they're cheap, though.
Probably not.
Yeah,
no.
big money.
Why can't the German Blake questions be answered on the Topics Under the Stairs podcast? Because German Blake is banned from all of the Revival Motoring
It's
Network.
banned from the whole network.
Yeah. You cross us once, you're on the shit list.
I think we like the guy so much we just want to answer any of his questions.
Yeah, it's just really funny. Just
I like when he says it to us personally.
it's just
Yeah.
an ongoing joke, right? Yeah, we actually talk to him probably every day, if
Yeah.
not every other day.
Basically every day.
Yeah, so go away, German Blake. At TD's again.
Titties.
Are snow boots illegal in tropical climates?
I mean, no.
I don't think so.
They should be.
Ghost Images.
Ghost images.
Oh wait, TD's. Who can rap the fastest?
I don't know.
Young Ben.
Yeah, probably Young Ben. I'm guessing.
What color, Young Ben?
Exactly.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna come
He's
up
out.
with an answer.
It's the same
25.
answer regardless.
Red. Why?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Why'd you pick it, though?
Because
I don't know.
Yeah, we're not gonna. Whatever. Ghost Images. Gravy or no gravy?
Gravy on everything.
Gravy.
Got to
Yeah,
always
everything.
gravy. Yeah.
Never gravy.
Really?
No, really?
Never.
Why?
Y'all gravy haters?
It's not for me.
Really?
Really?
Not on my turkey. Not on my potatoes.
You mean that dry Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm.
Are you just not a sauce guy?
Maybe.
Okay.
What about
Maybe.
grandma's gravy? Little
Nope.
Sunday gravy?
Oh, yeah, that's different. Actually, so a little tip: you put that gravy on your salad.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
had that.
Phenomenal.
Because I've eaten in Connecticut before.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah. I've crossed the border
Let me
once
get
or
the
twice.
pasta and salad plate.
I gotta go no gravy too.
Really?
Thought about
Like
it.
father, like son.
Yeah.
Apple
liked
doesn't
it,
fall far
never
from the
will.
tree. Wow, gravy's,
I get it
gravy's
from
my
you.
favorite. This is a weird
I like
setup.
when
I know.
it cools down a little bit, gets a little chunky.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I
that's
get that
disgusting.
mashed gravy.
Big move. Big move.
No.
So
it's
instead,
not.
it
I
just
believe
turns
the-
into cranberry sauce.
I believe the word is congealed.
Yeah,
Congealed,
you like
yeah.
that coagulated gravy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. it
Gelatin.
cools down just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you can take gravy and put it on shitty food and make it
Great
somewhat,
food.
somewhat
Make-
good.
make
yeah,
food
You
great
make the
again.
Thanksgiving
You just
sandwich, then dip it in the gravy
add
too.
the gravy, right?
Like a little
gravy
bit of like an
dunk.
au jus.
Oh man,
Let me
like
get that dunk tank.
a
No, you put
toasted.
Chick-fil-A sauce on it instead.
If you have any left,
Keep it in cabinet at all times.
Chick-fil-A.
Just go
So
grab
what's
it
up
all.
with Chick-fil-A being so busy all the time, though?
not open on Sunday.
Yeah, everybody's gonna make it up.
Good play.
Nice toasted turkey sandwich. Dip it in gravy.
Wait, Chick-fil-A opened a location inside of a football stadium.
Right.
Now
They are aware.
the
of what
facility
day-
set aside.
Yeah.
I mean, with everything going on, I don't think they were maybe aware of when football is played.
Football happens on Sundays.
I mean, it happened on the days
Right.
occasionally.
But, well, in their defense, I mean, a football Sunday, when you've got 70,000 hungry fans, you're going to make some money in one day.
I think the
Not
atheists
open on
work
Sunday.
on Sunday.
What's up?
The atheists work on Sunday.
Yeah.
We should clarify for our non-Italian viewers that when we say gravy on salad, we mean what do they call
Marinara?
it? Marinara sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gravy, the Italian gravy.
Yeah, the real gravy.
I say the pasta.
Like
the pasta
Vinny-
sauce.
Pasta. Throw it on the pasta. Hey, Graham, throw it on the pasta.
The Vinny Paz gravy.
Yeah, Vinny's gravy.
Virgil Slamming
Virgil slamming.
just writes, happy holidays, you guys. Thanks for making something to look forward to every week.
Oh, thanks, Virgil. We look
on-
forward to you.
On all levels, I love you guys. Hey, you know what? We love you too, buddy.
Same seas.
Stay away from the meese, and if you do see one, bring your gap.
Yeah, boys of summer.
Just
Come here,
in
little
case
fella.
things get a little wild
It's one
out
of my
there.
favorite videos ever.
It really is.
Fucking
It
love that
really
video
is.
so much. I'm gonna watch it again.
Alan, Forlan,
Forlan.
just writes
Forlen. I believe it's 4L Len.
for Ellen.
The man's name is Lenny,
Len, yeah.
and he wears a 4 large,
To
not
me,
double X.
it looks like Alan, so we're gonna go with that. Wives cast ? I don't know.
Oh, we're supposed to have a wife's
Oh,
cast
yeah.
at some
yeah,
point.
we might do some sort of holiday special.
Yeah, once everything's back to normal, Corona's gone.
I asked my significant other, and she said, "Why would I do that?"
Oh, my wife will talk her into it.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
yeah,
like,
it'd be
the,
fine.
the answer's White Claw.
Yeah. She's like, "Well, why would I do that?"
Because it'll be hilarious.
Because White Claw
Yeah, White Claw.
and
We'll pay
ham.
for
We'll
him.
make a ham.
Yeah.
What would they buy for $100,000?
Probably a shitload of clothes. Yeah.
New kitchen.
Yep.
And I'd have the
Tim's,
payment as well.
Tim's VR.
Tim's VR.
How can a car with the motor hanging off the rear axle be the greatest car ever created? That's easy. It's a Porsche.
I think he's saying it is a Porsche. Like, how is that? How does that work? Like, why is that?
It's magic.
Engineering.
Well, I think they've deceived us all, and they've slowly moved it towards
It's
the middle of
forward
the car
to
as
the
time has
mid.
moved on. Yeah.
I believe the actual thing is called buyer's remorse, and it's still playing out.
Yeah, still happening. Let's see.
Here we go. Deep in the question.
Oh, Tim's VR.
Tim's
Again,
VR.
would you eat a deep fried buffalo sauce turkey?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
100% in.
That should be how they did. I think that's how the Pilgrims did it. Frozen.
Yeah.
You freeze it, then you deep fry it.
Yeah, and they're big
Fries faster.
commercial freezers.
Yeah, buckles on the shoes.
No, it was in the hats. The buckles were on the hats.
Shoes in the hats.
They didn't
Oh.
have toilet paper back then, right?
They had leaves, their own hands.
Yeah.
Leaves.
They did the burp method.
The old hands.
They wipe with the hand and then wash the hand because it's easier.
2 seashells.
It's recyclable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's good.
That
I
big
get
old
it,
Mass
2
Turnpike
seashells.
hat.
Yeah.
right. Like Demolition Man.
Demolition Man.
Uh,
Good reference.
KR Belch
How do you use
is
the 2 shells? K.R.
is-
Belch.
I still don't understand what they do with the shells, but anyway, KR Belch, is cranberry sauce food or just a decoration you throw out after dinner?
Don't be a fucking idiot.
It's food,
It's the
man.
best food. The
I
best
think
of
I think
foods.
it's unanimous here. Chris, were you in on the gelled canned cranberry
Oh yeah,
sauce?
I mean,
okay,
even,
yeah.
cranberry
even
sauce
on
country.
Thanksgiving Day,
Yeah.
make the sandwich right away with the cranberry
Yeah,
sauce.
exactly. That's
I
what you
don't-
do.
Hammer it out.
Fuck the plate. I don't need
So
it.
it's there. Yeah, that's
what the bread's for.
again. And again, if you don't have enough room on your plate, just grab a straw and suck the cranberry sauce out of the can.
Yeah.
That's Mr. Josh Pelletier to you.
Mr. Josh Pelletier to me.
This was a good opportunity to do a Thanksgiving dinner during your recording. Yes, it was, but we didn't
Yeah, it really
do
was.
that.
But then the governor would kick the door in,
Yeah, it's true.
even though we're in
Um,
Texas.
Jake _MX5.
Jake MX5.
Conspiracy theory: the flush sensor or urinals scans male genitals for length and girth.
It does. That's been proven.
Who's keeping that? Who's keeping track of that data?
Young Ben.
Hillary.
Hillary
So-
from the center of the earth.
So there's a giant genital database.
Yeah.
There has to be. So when they clone you, they get it right.
She's got to be the president of something.
Yeah.
So,
That one's a bit crooked.
yeah.
Jake _MX5 again. What's
Jake
the
goes
best
fine.
meal / food you've eaten this week?
Tacos. Had them yesterday.
I made a rack of ribs. It wasn't this week. It was last week, but we're going to count it.
Yeah, it's fine.
They got ribs in the gulag.
Oh, they have. Listen, I ate real well in the gulag. Listen, because it's all I could do was eat, cook. So I made some ribs in the gulag. My God. I've come up with a formula that I've kind of worked and perfected, and I'm there.
Over 2.5 week
Close.
period.
What's up?
Over 2.5 week period.
Oh, no, this is a long time coming. This is, yeah.
I'm excited for this.
And let me tell you, I probably could get 2 or 3 racks done all at once.
You oven
which
them?
is good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We got to do some ribs in the smoker.
Ribs and smoker would be
Yeah.
great.
We did ramen last night, so best meal of the week. Smoked a big pork roast for several hours. We had ramen, did bamboo shoots.
Oh wow.
What else was in there? Bean sprouts.
Bean sprouts are the best in
scallions.
ramen.
Oh, so good.
And
a
any
couple-
corn? You put corn in ramen?
I don't. I don't.
Really?
No,
I'm
I
such a
don't.
sucker
Corn's
for
good.
corn.
It is. It is. And then a couple of highballs on the side.
Little wart
It was a
chestnuts
good,
too.
good Japanese night.
There
Yeah.
you go.
A good Japanese night.
Yeah, I should bring him a big slab of pork belly. We can smoke that.
You'll be outlaws going out there.
Yeah.
I got some burner
I'll storm the
plates.
border.
Hey, just he's got a mass plate.
You got a burner
I
plate?
got some burner plates.
I got a burn in New Hampshire plate.
Give him my mass plate.
No, it's on the van now.
Yeah.
The burner plate.
Just go in the cover at night. You'll be
Yeah.
fine. Kevin401.
Cam 401.
Who has the best coffee? Dunkin', Honeydew, Cumbies, Starbucks, or Mary Lou's?
I don't drink coffee.
I don't drink
Wawa.
green water.
Wawa.
I've never had Wawa coffee.
It's not that great, but it's better than all those.
There you
So
go.
the funny thing about the Wawa in Ocean City that everyone goes to, which is the only Wawa, actually that's not true, not the only Wawa I've been to, but the coffee machine, if you go in the back door, the coffee machine is the first thing you hit.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
Back door at the road stop.
Yeah.
With the lot lizards.
Yeah, if the lot
that's
lizards,
the first thing hits the coffee machine.
when you walk in the Wawa in the back door,
Yeah.
is a coffee machine.
I mean,
the
all-
cups are right there. You make a coffee, you walk back out the door.
All the good stuff happens at the coffee machine too.
Yeah.
All
No
good
matter
stuff
which
happens at the
Wawa
back
you go to.
door.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
to go.
You don't even knock.
Oh,
You
the
the door's right
Cumbies back
open.
door?
Yeah.
It's wide open.
Yeah.
Wide
Just
open.
there. Just there.
Josh, what's your favorite coffee?
I've been making coffee at home lately
Okay.
because Starbucks is just terrible to deal with. Dunkin' can't make a consistent coffee. if they're
Starbucks is
fucking-
like the BRZ. It's the people.
it's the people, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
that's
I think
100%.
it's the workers.
100%. It's
Yeah.
the people.
Yeah,
Yes,
Starbucks is still really expensive though. BRZs aren't.
It's true.
that's
I think
true.
Dunkin's the BRZ of coffee.
I would, yeah, I'm with that.
That's
Dunkin'
Yeah.
that's
BRZ.
so that's truly
the
another
quality of
factor.
life is significantly
Everyone
lower.
says, "Oh, I love Dunkin'," but no one actually likes Dunkin'.
No,
Yeah,
it's
true.
just-
it's all garbage.
It's there to fill a void, and again, every time I go, I get a different attitude, a different flavor of coffee, even
Yeah,
though I'm
what do
ordering
you
the
want?
same exact
Yeah.
thing.
New England runs on misery.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like, well, fuck me then. I'm just trying to buy a coffee. So that's why I've been trying, not always successful, but trying to make it at home before I leave. Yeah. So that's Cumbies. I can't be bothered to get out of my car to get coffee. Come on, kidding me? Drive through.
It's 99 cents though.
I don't care.
Yeah, what is this, the 1940s?
Honeydew.
McDonald's got good coffee.
McDonald's does.
Low price coffee.
Oh, they
See,
got they got
Burger King coffee.
General Newman's over there.
See, the big problem with McDonald's is they also have breakfast.
And you got to smell it while you're in
and
line.
you're gonna go there and like, let me get
Yeah,
that
let me
in.
get a
What
Big
was-
Mac and fries.
Yeah, it's those liter liners that
Give me a
really get you.
McGriddle.
The coffee brings you in, but the McGriddle, right? Yeah. Next thing you know, you get 3 McGriddles and some hash
Fucking
browns.
McGriddle. Oh my Jesus.
Oh, it's the worst.
Oh, it's
the
the
best.
best.
It's
It's
the
the
best
best.
while you're eating
Oh
it.
my God.
But within about 5 to 8 minutes, you have what feels like an 8-ball in your stomach.
Yeah.
And it turns into a terrible oily decision. Oh my God, that paste mouth.
Dude,
yeah.
I don't eat that shit.
It's
Damn.
Elmer's glue.
Yeah, yeah. Ugh.
Actually, that's a sandwich.
Shouts to right there you go. Dip that in something. Shouts to McDonald's. Yeah, dip it in water like fucking Kobayashi. Last one here. Why is stuffing the best Thanksgiving dish?
Stuffing is pretty tight. Because it's covered in gravy, though. That's why.
All right, it's a carb, and you can mix gravy in it. It's a pretty good one.
I like the sausage in it.
Sausage
Yeah, it's
stuffing.
like lots of bread with sausage. It's better than that.
Yeah, you can't really beat
Usually
that.
sometimes you put some fruit in there, some cranberry, some nuts you get in there too.
Jesus.
You're getting real interesting with that.
Guy Fieri in the house.
I know.
Pretty standard.
This is a guy who the guy who puts real cranberries on his plate.
Yeah, Jesus. Never even seen a real cranberry.
I'm looking for the authenticity.
I'm using fucking canned green beans, son.
This just got canned in 1983. Been in water.
That is it for us, I think. Any closing thoughts, anyone?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
you.
Thanksgiving.
Happy
Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving
Thanks
to
for having
you.
us.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for coming to hang out. Your list was impeccable as we imagined.
As we expect.
Yeah, we already knew he's our full race car, so we already knew, and, he's going to spend $100,000 on a big seat. So
I believe that was yen.
Yeah.
Oh, Chuck's got the orange hat today, not the orange wristband too.
Yeah.
You weren't track night prepped.
No, I'm getting there. I'm getting used to the orange.
Ready for 2021?
Yeah, I'm ready for 2021. Going to be a big season.
Oh shit!
Best year on record.
We got to speak about that on next podcast. The Bad Obsession little car series. Yeah, so we'll remember to talk about that. Everybody, got to remember to live. Got to remember to laugh.
And remember to love.
Remember to love.
Stop, don't panic.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Make sure you don't overstuff yourselves today.
Mm-hmm.
Drive safe.
Drive safe.
Be well. Treat each other nice.
Enjoy that plane flight.
Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. We will be back next week.
Later.
See ya.
Thanks for listening.